and we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yeah, you know the deal. We back again. Yo. A round of applause for Jersey's finest. A lot of content creators not worthy, but they minus. They get offended and start singing like the whiners. Talking like they tough, but it's only screaming and whining. My homie JusDue was the cat you don't come to. Your squad get run through. By the time you come to, you duck food. You suckers talk tough on the internet, revealing all your threats. Now we got you trapped in the net. JusDue be on this grind, y'all better hustle up. You deadlifted 90 pounds, we doing muscle ups. There's really no comparison. His voice sound like a derringer. Throwing a towel is just embarrassing. My dog Just very philosophical and psychological, and he mixed it all with good boxing news. These YouTubers feel like Bishop, I guess they got the juice, but it's lonely at the top to Just feel like child abuse. Be respectful, he don't want to talk wild and loose. If you can't relate, you get dismissed like a mild dispute. These weird cats will tell lies that then they hide the truth. Why beyond views? You lose your life when you collide with dude. It's JusDueBoxing. All you cowards quit jocking. Kirk is official with no other options. Yeah. You know the deal. Judah Ben, we in the spot. JusDueBoxing, yeah. And of course, shout out to Mrs. Do, holding the whole family down. Word 'em up, word 'em up.
What's good? Salute. What's up with the family on this Good Friday, man? We made it through another week of some good boxing builds, man. Salute to everybody for another week of good boxing talk, man. Y'all catch this on the playback, y'all already know, man. Smash the like button, sub to the channel. Come join the family. Stream, y'all been tripping, man. What's going on with the fam, man? Opulent LDTV. My bro Blessings family. How you feeling, bro? Andrew Gray, what's good with it, fam? Marcus, what's good, family? Ashley's Corner, what's good, cuzzo? How you feeling? Marcus, what's happening with it? Mike, what's good, bro? Good to see y'all in the building. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? How is y'all feeling? Aisha, peace and blessings, clean. How you feeling? Salute to Bruce Guys, Boxing, Jazz, and more. Salute to the fam. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? We're going to build a little bit. I know y'all been seeing this everywhere. It's kind of the elephant in the room. The hot topic of today is Terence Crawford being stripped and Boots being elevated to the full champion. Salute to the queen of Simply a Mary J. How you feeling, queen? Appreciate you stopping through. I see everybody, they talking about this, and everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people, I guess mostly Terence Crawford fans, they kind of pissed off at the fact that he got stripped. I tell you, fans be overreacting a lot of times. If you just realize, if you pay attention to it, and you ask yourself, do y'all really see Bud Crawford fighting at 47 again after he said it was hard for him to make the weight? You get what I'm saying? Most of us expect that the rematch anyway would take place at 54, right? So who really thinks he's going to fight again at 47? Let alone, not only that, I know a lot of people feel like they just picked on him, but they didn't. His team, his team was notified about this situation right here, and they knew, given the timeline of the rematch, that he wasn't going to be able to fulfill no obligation, no mandatory obligation, no way. And from what I understand, he told them directly that he wasn't fighting Boots. So I just want to be clear about something. He told them already he's not fighting him. So it's like, if he's not fighting him, and you more than likely won't be fighting at 47 in your next fight, the fact that they stripped him really means nothing. It don't take away from the fact that he became undisputed at 147, and nothing really changes. The only way I would cry foul is if he had any intent on staying at 147. Other than that, it don't mean nothing. You get what I'm saying? It really means absolutely nothing. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, he told them directly that he wasn't going to fight this guy. So you got to think about that. I don't think they picked on him. I don't think they doing him dirty. I don't think boxing is being funny or none of that. I think they, the IBF is one of the most strict. They seem to follow their rules the most. Cash Crypto, what it do, homie? How you feeling, bro? Zoom verse, peace and blessing to my bro. Rob, what it do, homie? They stripped him. I didn't hear about it. Yeah, they stripped him. You get what I'm saying? Hey, Opulent, what's good with it, Opulent? How you feeling, my bro? People was talking about Boots being EJ Manuel for a year. Whoever had the IBF has Boots problems, right? And you get what I'm saying? That's exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. Big Tex, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Appreciate you sliding through. And I get it, Dante, all boxing talk. What's good, my bro? I said Boots, best welterweight in the world. Can't help it. Didn't make business sense for some of these fights to happen. Yeah, it's not on him. It's not on him. And I'm not blaming Crawford for not wanting to fight him if he's not staying at the weight class. You get what I'm saying? If he was staying at the weight class, if he would have more than likely told them he got plans on fighting him after he fight EJ. But I just don't think that's the case. And like I said, from what I understand, he was notified. He had a letter, him and his team. They knew that this was coming up. Maybe that's probably why you didn't hear him say anything, or his team. Maybe they already knew this was coming, but I don't know. I just don't. I don't think they're doing him wrong for that reason, right? And you got to just feel me on that. And that's just what I think. I'm pretty logical with it, right? If he's never going to fight at a weight class again, it don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? It don't really matter because he was going eventually vacate the belts anyway, right? So I ain't mad at it, man. Crawford gonna go on and do what Crawford do. OTB boxing school. What's good, Brody? How you feeling? So that's where I stand with that. I'm gonna play something from Tim Bradley. Tim Bradley and Mike Coppinger has some things to say about that. And I usually don't even play nothing from no Mike Coppinger, but this little conversation that they had about this situation was interesting. And I'm not pushing the Boots being the email champion thing. I'm not a fan of that. I think that's kind of corny. It's just a way to discredit somebody's accomplishments. I mean, look, he willing to fight anybody, right? He don't duck smoke. So for that reason, I can't critique him for the way that he got the belt, knowing that his opportunity been long overdue. The man got over 35. He got more fights than Errol Spence, bro. He got more fights than Errol Spence. And think about it. And that's where Errol Spence having three of the belts, being one belt shy of being undisputed, and he still got more fights than him. So just think about that. The man opportunity been long overdue, to be honest with you. And it's a crime that nobody's getting in the ring with this kid. And now he got to deal with criticism like this. Email champion. Alden, what it do, homie? How you feeling? I just ain't with it. And if Boots was the kind of fighter that when it was time to get in the ring and fight, he wasn't willing to do it, then maybe I could level with people. I could say maybe he sat around and waited for an opportunity like this to be able to call himself a champion, but we all know that ain't the case. Had any of these fights, whether it was EJ or Bud came across his desk, we know he would have took it, right? I don't think there's no doubt in my mind that he wouldn't have took either of them fights. So I'm really not into calling him an email champion, and I hope, you know, with him being elevated to a full champion, that would influence guys to really get in the ring with him. Because I don't, it's not his fault. And we really, if you looking at the whole picture, it's not his fault. Crawford being stripped, it ain't a matter of Crawford ducking either. I know people want to push that. I'm not pushing that. I don't think he's ducking. He made it very clear what he want. He want money. He want the money fights, the biggest fights possible. I think Boots would be one of the best fights that we can get. But again, I don't know if that'd be the biggest fight possible financial wise, right? I just don't think so. So I think for that reason, that kind of takes Boots out of the equation. And on top of that, with him saying it's hard to make 47 and more than likely going to fight Earl at 54, I don't see him coming back down, especially not to fight no killer like Boots Ennis. Just don't make a whole lot of sense. So unfortunately, that's a fight that I think kind of skipped past us. But I mean, there's more fights to come, man. It's not the end of the world, man. Boots, I still want to see if he's able to really, you know, put his foot at 147, man, put a chokehold on the division. I think is really his to win over it once these belts go vacant. So we're gonna see, man. This the first of many, I guess, for Boots. I hope so, man. I just hope we hear something soon enough from Crawford where he'll just say to hell with them belts anyway, because at the end of the day, it don't change a damn thing. They can't take his undisputed from him. You can strip him all you want, but you gotta think that the same thing happened to Josh Taylor. Am I right? Same thing happened to Josh Taylor. He got stripped all the way down to one belt. Same thing happened, and I guess I don't see Bud trying to use them belts as leverage because I don't see him wanting to fight at 47 again. Appreciate you, Mary. Much love and appreciation, Queen, for the support.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Salute to the Queen. Appreciate you. So I think people just might be overreacting just a bit. Like you feel like he getting done wrong, but it doesn't change anything if he's never gonna fight at the weight class again, right? And again, it's actually, I know this might sound crazy, him being stripped. That's not the ideal way that you would rather see him just vacate the belts because he ain't fighting no more, right? Fighting at the weight. But him being stripped is kind of good for boxing because it kind of allows the division not to be completely held up. You know, it allows, you know, Boots Ennis to have a title, and maybe that would, like I said, encourage some guys to finally get in the ring with him and fight him. You get what I'm saying? And once he defends this title, make no mistake about it, man, I'm looking at him as a legit champion. You get what I'm saying? I ain't calling him no email champion because I haven't seen a person that he's unwilling to fight. And I just think that's just a unnecessary shot at him. I think Boots is headed to be great if given the opportunity. Face fighter would probably lose a title fight and was gifted. Boots is the best in the division, hands down. There's no email champion facts because of all facts. And Crawford know what was going to happen. He's moving up, plus the IBF belt that was fought for since Spence. Yeah, since Spence had it right, and Spence had it for a while. And I get what the situation was with Spence. Can't be an email champ if the champ gets stripped because he didn't want to fight him. Talk to him, black belt. You get what I'm saying? Like that, salute, family. That's right, man. I'm believing the email. Yeah, me neither. And I ain't believing when they try to put it on Haney. So for me, I'm consistent. I didn't like it for Haney. I don't like it for Boots. So that's just me. I know other people put that on Haney as well, but I've always made a case for why he shouldn't have been called that as well, because he defended that belt, a handful of times. And at any given time, had Haney lost the belt, that guy that beat him would have been recognized as the WBC champion. So I just couldn't never call him no email champion. Sleepless was good with it, bro. All things was good. What he said, he trying to prevent Bud from going up in weight and being a mandatory 54. I mean, I hear you. I hear you. I can't tell you wrong if you feel like that, right? For me, I just think it's more so that move, even though it's not ideal, it's not what you don't want to see somebody get stripped for something they earned, right? But I think that move that they make allows things to kind of loosen up just a bit at 47, and it allows the whole division not to just be on standstill, right? While a guy is not even going to fight at the weight class. Let's keep this in mind. Unless you're of the mentality that Bud Crawford is going to fight again at 47, right? That's why I say it doesn't really make a difference. Patrick Bell, what it do, homie? How you feeling? To Charlotte Canelo, why don't they take Charlo and Canelo? Garfield was good. I think Jamal Charlo has been afforded some I think they've been on his side with what he's been dealing with. I know people been calling for his belt too. And look, I can't speak to why they don't do it, why they don't strip him. I think it's simply that the WBC said they're getting behind him and they're gonna stand behind him as he get himself together, so they're not gonna strip him. And they recognize him as a champion. But we all know those dudes could make and break their rules as they go along, right? So I know it kind of, and that's where I think that's where a lot of the discrepancy come in with the fans, right? They're not being consistent, and I get that, but I think the IBF out of all the sanctioning bodies is the most consistent out of the four. I believe they are. You get what I'm saying? And we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. But I just, again, if a guy's never going to fight at a weight class, I don't see what the big deal is, right? You know what I mean? It's just less money out of his pocket, right? At the end of the day, Tank said once Haney defends the title, he's the champ, so fighters know what's up, right? Absolutely, he did say that, and that's the part they never say, cause they never say that Bud fans wanted to come back down and fight Boots at about 38 years old. No, Boots will give him what he want, no doubt, right? That's just too much of a fight right there. That's too unnecessary. Sparky P, what it do, homie? Upper echelon, what's good with it, bro? Peace and blessings, family. Great cook over there, by the way. Salute to you and the Queen Key Alexandria over there cooking up. Roger was good with it. We didn't get him Danny versus Larry this year. Yeah, I thought we was gonna get that one. I definitely did. Black belt, what it do, homie? Says clear. Jamal and Boo Boo and Benavidez are on the same card. See who has the best performance that night. God willing. One of them to the Canelo fight. Yeah, man. Hopefully. You get what I'm saying? My bad WBC. Look, if they strip someone dealing with mental issues in this climate, that's why, and that's something I consider too, black belt. I know a lot of people have become insensitive to fighters and their issues. Like, a lot of us, not everybody, but it seems like it's a fair amount of people that don't care what a fighter goes through. And I think in this case, I respect the WBC for actually caring. You know what I mean? You had to care to a certain degree to kind of let him slide with that belt for as long as he's had it without defending it. And even though this fight is coming up, he's still not defending it there. So I get it, but I've seen a number of different fighters get favorable treatment and things like that. So when I finally seen it for Jamal, I wasn't going crazy about it. It was a little refreshing to kind of see somebody else get the benefit of the doubt for a change. So that's where I stand with that. That's why I wasn't a guy calling for Jamal Charlo's belt anyway. You know what I mean? We need the Supreme Boxing Council. You know it, man. So to make them have to enforce their rules and make them stick to it and make it so that they can't just change them as they go along. Charles deserved to get stripped. Did he ever have an injury, or did he just use the mental illness? I'm trying to think. I'm not sure. I thought he was hurt at one point too, but I know definitely the mental illness issues was at the forefront of everything. Hey, he didn't fight, and it's going on 3 years. It is. Gertz, what it do, homie? How you feeling? If Charles lose to Jose, he done. Yeah, that's gonna be a bad loss. I think he's gonna beat him up. I think he is, because if he get anywhere close back to where he was, he should beat him. IBF was gonna strip Spence after Undisputed. The IBF said it wasn't. Yeah, they was. They would have stripped him too. Yeah, they would have. And like I said, Bud received a letter about this, so I don't think this is news to him. This might be news to us, but I don't believe it was news to him and his team. Like, I don't think it would have been no surprise by him, or he would have been tweeting, in my opinion. I don't know that anybody's seen any recent tweets from Bud, because I haven't. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. I mean, he's been more vocal lately, especially on Twitter and stuff like that. So who knows? Agreed, Mauricio likes Jamal. Yeah, he was able to get a break for once. That's what I'm saying, Aisha. That's why I wasn't mad at it. I'm like, finally somebody else get a break. Marquay was good with it, family. How you feeling? But man, yeah, facts upper. So they would have did. And the IBF, like I said, from what I understand, to my understanding, they stick to their rules more so than everybody else. So I guess it shouldn't be no full surprise here. And like I said, man, Bud just gonna go on and do other things. That just allows, if somebody has the balls, to get in there with Boots Ennis. You know what I'm saying? Just get in there and fight him. But I'm gonna play this. Trying 25%. Charlie beats Jose. I'm telling you, he got to beat him. Until there's an excuse you can't prove. I know it's something wrong with Maul. So he should drop the belt. And again, I get that. But I'll say this for sure, Cuzzo, right? The last pass, in my opinion, the last straw should be this Jose Benavidez fight, right? I think after that point, I think they trying to use this fight as to gauge it how close he's back to being him. You get what I'm saying? And without risking the belt at the same time. So but I would feel like this was the final straw, like see what he looked like, and then from here on out, that belt should either be on the line or they respectfully should strip him. You know what I'm saying? They really should. Should he be a stripper man as soon as he wins the title and a rematch clause in place, right? And I guess in a weird way, Gertz, they kind of, I don't know, man. It's like you look at the full situation, the whole picture. You look at the landscape of things, right? And you see that he ain't gonna be able to fulfill the mandatory obligation in the time necessary because he got a rematch clause and an obligation to take care of, right? So I think what they did was just look at it like you're not gonna be able to fulfill your mandatory in a timely manner. And let's keep this in mind, y'all. I want to keep this in mind. To my understanding, unless somebody can tell me different, because this is what I heard. He told them directly he's not fighting Boots at all. So you get what I'm saying? So I think that kind of accelerated the process. Because what would be the need to hold on to the belts if you're not going to fight the guy that's in line for one of your straps? You get what I'm saying? And everybody know there's nobody at 47 more deserving of a shot than Boots. So I think you just look at it like that, right? And he physically, from what I'm hearing, told him out his mouth, he's not fighting that guy at all. You get what I'm saying? IBF is Boxing King of Diamonds, right? The Rise Podcast. What's good, my bro? How you feeling? Saying you appreciate you pulling up. Jonathan, my guy, what's good, bro? Mike Rhyme in the building. What's good, family? I'm all dropping after this fight. He on the way to 68. Yeah, man. I did kind of hear him say something like that, too. So we'll see. And then again, Upper, if that is the case, too, that's another reason why they shouldn't have to strip him. He should have just dropped it anyway, because if you don't plan on defending it, all you're doing is holding it up anyway and giving people more ammo to demand that you be stripped. You get what I'm saying? Like, my thing is this: enough of the games. Like, the only thing Crawford could do is hold on to belts if he don't ever plan on fighting at 47 again. I know, just looking at the picture, it looked like they doing him dirty, but just think about it, y'all. He's not fighting there no more. It doesn't even matter. It don't affect him no way, shape, or form. It can't take the fact that he's undisputed. It don't change nothing. You get what I'm saying? It just allows the division to continue to move without being held up completely. You get what I'm saying? So I see the positive in it, but I can also see where people have an issue, right? So I'm a fair person. I see it on both sides, but at the end of the day, ultimately, like, Crawford is not going to lose out in this situation. This changes nothing for him. He's still the man, regardless. So if anything, so it don't change nothing. But Riddick Bowe belt instead of fighting Boots. Just playing. Said Riddick Bowe joints. Having the belt comes with a pay raise for a lot of fighters, so just expecting someone to drop it is crazy. I'll say this. I think Buzz drawing power is what it is, right? I feel like the belts are not going to make a significant difference in him going to the table, because it doesn't change what he was, right? I mean, I don't know, but I feel you, but I don't think it will hurt him now. You get what I'm saying? I don't think so. I mean, I think his name is hot right now. I think everybody didn't expect the outcome the way it happened, so I think he's in a good position to still make money with it without them belts. And my thing is, I'm guessing he was going to drop him anyway and go up to 54, but we'll see. We will see. We'll see. And their sanctioning fees, they making them hold it. Who else? 160 sales. Yeah. Ain't he doing the same thing? Yeah, the little leverage ain't never hurt nobody. And what's good with it, fam? It's consistent. They're going to strip Crawford while they're allowing their other champions to keep their titles and divisions that they're not. I mean, look, at the end of the day, man, I keep saying this, bro, unless that man has intentions on staying put at 47, it doesn't really change nothing for him. But again, let me play this these little clips from Tim Bradley and Mike Coppinger talking about this. They've been doing the same. Needs to drop all the belts but WBO, because he's not going back to 135. Big Dog Willie, what's good with it, my bro? How you feeling, man? He said like that, man. Yeah. Salute to my guy, Big Dog Willie. Everyone in boxing to make money networks and all. Boots is more entertaining than Bud. I understand it. And you get what I'm saying? Because it allows things to keep going. Get what I'm saying, Gertz? So again, I want you to understand that I get exactly what you're saying. Ain't nothing you saying is wrong. I definitely hear you. But that's just something else for you to think about. I think he did tell them, from what I'm hearing, that he's not fighting that guy anyway. And then they just felt like, all right, you know what? Look at the time frame of things. You probably won't make it in time to fulfill the mandatory anyway. So we just gonna go ahead and strip you and let you do what you're doing anyway. I know it might seem like shitty, but if you really, like I said, long as he ain't fighting there no more, he still wins, bro. He still wins. You know what I mean? They can't change nothing he doing. In front of Crawford, I'm talking about Maul and lesser known champion. Nah, I got you, Black Belt. I got you. People want the belts. Petition like Boots did, but shouldn't have to drop anything. Yeah, true. Big Dog Willie in the Super Chat. Bill Haney was capping beautifully this whole week. Was he? Salute the bigger Bill.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Salute to my guy, Big Dog Willie. They got a nice fight on their hands. I don't know what happened, but it doesn't matter in the chat. YouTube took it away. I got you. Earl only fought one mandatory. I know I checked. I've been checking lately. YouTube had me subscribed to at least 10 channels or more that I had know nothing about. So they do be doing some weird stuff. I'm gonna look though. I got you. Earl only fought one mandatory in 5 years, holding that belt. Yeah, he did. He did. And I think because of the circumstances, I'm not making no excuse, but I think that's what gave him the benefit of the doubt. And maybe, the powers that be was just in favor of that guy. Because I think, honestly, without the setbacks from Earl Spence, I think, we all know where he was aiming to fight, right? So I think it would allow him to collect the belts faster, and it would allow the fight between him and Crawford to happen considerably sooner. That's just me, though, right? But it did. It was quite some time. I think it was years, bro. It was about 5 years. Yeah, about 5 and some change like that. Yeah, about 5 and some change, bro. It was. But would have took the chance, but told IBF not taking the fight. Yeah, he definitely did, Upper. That's what I'm telling him. He told him he not taking that fight. So, and you're pretty much like, you get what I'm trying to say, y'all? It's nothing they're doing wrong to him, really. Because he's already telling them, yo, I'm not fighting that guy anyway. So that's kind of telling us, all right, let's use our brains. Hypothetically, the fight is happening in a rematch at 54, right? Who feels like after that he's coming back down anyway? So they just saving time at the end of the day. If you're really looking at it like that, instead of thinking they just straight up trying to do him dirty, they can't do him dirty. He earned it. You know what I'm saying? He earned it. Showtime the guy. What's good with it, family? How you feeling? Ann McQueen, what's good, my bro? How you feeling? Has done it longer. Yeah, same energy. Yeah, I mean, you can't. It's not the fighters that you call out. It's the sanctioning bodies. It's the powers that be. The fighters are the fighters, right? You can't. Like, I'm not expecting no fighter to drop anything unless you want to take something from me, you're going to have to take it. You get what I'm saying? If I don't want to drop it, I ain't going to drop it. So it's not so much the fighters. It's the sanctioning bodies that don't keep the same energy. You get what I'm saying? Similar thoughts. Hella setbacks. Yeah, and I think that's what it was. The setbacks put Earl in that light. Get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. And you knew what he was aiming to do. So I can't sit here and say I got all the answers as to why they wouldn't strip him. But I think the obvious reasons was the setbacks, you know what I mean? And things that was unfortunate to him. But we all know, even with the setbacks, look at how he moved. He still tried to give you every fight that you were supposed to get and nothing in between. So I think the exception to the rule, I'm not mad at Earl Spence getting the benefit of the doubt because of how he moved. You get what I'm saying? He's just a different guy. You get what I'm saying? Like, he really, like, coming off accidents, no tune-up type fights, he a different dude. Danny Garcia was mandatory as well as Ocampo. Facts. Yeah, that 5 years is wild. It was a long time. Another great comment on my video. You already know, Upper, man. You be cooking, Brody. So until they didn't do nothing wrong, he's still champ. Yeah, they ain't do nothing wrong. Joe, what's good with it, bro? Said Bud was Rick James to IBF's couch. Oh, man. Salute to Big Dog Willie back in the super chat, man. He said the diabolical Haney Coat was in cap in school. I see the weak-minded Haney Coat. His brainwashed Bill Haney email mandatory. That's a new cap. Man.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute the big dog, Willie, man. Always supporting the grind. Appreciate you, bro. Seattle Rick in the building. What's good with it, man? Team Benavidez in the building. Seattle, Arizona. Stand up. What's good with it? Seattle Rick, how you feeling, bro? Man, be tear Bill up. But let me get to this video, man. Let me get to this. It's some short little slides. Let me play these for y'all, man.
We have another of what we call an email champion now. Jaron Boots Ennis elevated from interim champion to full champion by the IBF after Terence Crawford has to go now and fight Errol Spence, of course. Errol Spence exercised that rematch clause after Crawford absolutely dominated him in July, and Crawford's waiting to see when that fight happens. Supposed to happen in February, but nothing set yet. But the IBF, they do usually follow their own rules, unlike the other ones, even if their rules don't always make sense. And the IBF does not recognize or respect rematch clauses. So because Crawford won the title from Errol Spence, that IBF title that Spence has held forever since he beat Kell Brook all those years ago, now Boots Ennis elevated and Crawford is no longer the undisputed champion. Yeah, we have another of what we call an email champion now.
I don't like that email champion
Boots
stuff
Ennis,
by Boots, though. Don't call my boy
and that's why you always hear about, we have to go for undisputed. If you're undisputed, you should be pushed up the pound for pound list. I say nonsense, because Josh Taylor won the undisputed and he was stripped of all of his titles but one. And now the same thing's happening to Crawford, and the same thing's going to happen to the winner of Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk also, because the IBF has already said that if they fight each other a second time, and we know they're going to, then one of them is going to be stripped. And right now, that will be Filip Hrgović and Otto Wallin fighting for that vacant IBF title as well. And that's why you always hear about, we have to go for undisputed.
So the question that I would have for the IBF is that, well, we've had Jamel Charlo actually sitting for about a year and a half without defending his world championship or IBF world championship. And that was okay. I don't get that. Please make me understand that, Cop. Why is it okay for some and not the others? I don't get it. You just had Canelo Alvarez. He ain't defended. He ain't had no mandatory defenses. He faced Ryder and he faced Jamel Charlo, who I'm speaking of right now, or Jamal. I forget their names and which one is which.
I don't know how you forget
Mel Charlo. I'm gonna say Mel. Yeah, Mel Charlo. And he ain't
Mel's 54.
But now you have and then check this out. So the question that I would have for the IBF is, then you have Errol Spence that been out for over a year and a half. He holds down 3 belts, including the IBF, and he doesn't get stripped. But Terence holds the belt for 6 months, if that? 4 months? I don't know how long it's been since the last fight. I haven't checked it out. And he's getting stripped? Are you kidding me? And there was never a mandatory defense for Errol Spence to face one of these guys, including Boots Ennis? Man, they need to stop playing, man. Then you have Errol Spence. Be fair across the board. I understand that these sanctioning bodies, I get it. I get what you guys are trying to do. But be strict and be across the board. Not just have a selective few where you're saying, we going to strip him. But he's fine. He's fine because he's making us more money or whatever it is, man. We owe this person, the pleasure to be ahead and just let him hold the title. That's wrong, my friends. That's the only problem that I have. But yes, you are right, Cop. I'll give you this. Boots is well deserving of the championship. And if Crawford wasn't willing to face him, I understand why they had to strip him for the title.
And that's really what it boils down to, y'all. Like, just not being emotional about it, just trying to have a clear head and really understand what's going on. Just looking at the situation and then hearing it, it sounds like they're trying to pull a fast one. But when you really listen to it and you understand that he's telling them he's not fighting that guy anyway, then it's like, what's the whole point of you having the belt anyway? You get what I'm saying? At least our belt, because he's your mandatory. So you're telling us that you're not fighting him. So all right, let us get that, right? It might not seem fair, but just think about what he's telling them. So he's never going to defend it. In other words, y'all, he's never going to defend the belt. So what's the need of holding on to it, right? Just go ahead and take it. Him holding on to it longer is just potentially holding up the division more, right? So he's done there. I think his career is done. I think Earl was the pinnacle of 47 for him. I think that win does it for him. I don't see no reason for him to come back down and fight anybody at 47 if it's hard for him to make the weight. And if he's outright telling them, I'm not fighting the mandatory in the IBF and Boots Ennis, why hold the belt? You get what I'm saying? I'm rocking with Crawford, yeah. I'm rocking with Crawford. I'm not against Crawford in this situation, but he don't need it. He get just bet less money out of his pocket. You get what I'm saying? I already won that belt. Y'all can't take that from me. You can take your belt back, but I'm in history. Can't take that from me. So I'm gonna just go ahead and move on anyway. You get what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? That's how I look at it. Nah, yeah, he bogus. He bogus, Joe, trying to push the email stuff. I ain't rocking with that. It's best in the interest of the individual fighter. My question is, what is right or wrong? Best interest of proceeding boxing forward. All trolling aside, look, Quay, I think the best thing, I think this, in my honest opinion, y'all, I think this is good for boxing because it allows the division to continue to move a little bit. Still kind of have a wheel churning a little bit. You get what I'm saying? With him having all the belts, it's kind of held up, and none of the fights can be for any type of title, right? So I think not that stripping him is good for boxing, but somebody Boots being elevated, should I say, is good for boxing. I think that. Because maybe now that'll make somebody get in the ring. Now they can't say Boots has nothing to offer with him being a full IBF. So I think in the best interest of boxing, it makes sense, especially when he's already spoken to them and told them, I'm not fighting that kid. So you get what I'm saying? And that's the belt, that the sanctioning body that he told he's not fighting the mandatory of, those are the guys that stripped him of the belt. So I don't think it makes it wrong, right? And I think he can just go and move on and keep being great, bro. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Earl mandatory by IBF so far was Earl mandatory. Cody Crowley beat him, so the number 2 spot at IBF was empty. Salute to my guy Upper. Talk to him, man. D Free, what's good with it, Brody? How you feeling? Bradley don't like spins. You already know. You already know. You don't. Andre, what it do, homie? Anthony Joshua is Deontay Wilder. Maybe, man. Wishful thinking, man. I don't think EJ would stay at 147 and not fight Boots. They're both moving up. When they get boosted title, he the best. That's all it is, right? It's I don't want nobody to think that they can take anything from Crawford. They can take their little title, they can have it, but it don't change anything. Now I mean, he's still the man. He still can move up and do his thing. So has super mandatories? Nope. The regular title the title Aisha that people clown the most that they be calling the Reggie belt and the Mickey Mouse title. That one has mandatory obligations. The super title does not, and that's the crazy part. That's why I respect the regular title as well, because they care about it enough to make you fight for it. You get what I'm saying? They'll make you fight somebody for it. So gotta mean something. Number called Loma. Yeah, they won't. But again, like that, I'm glad you're saying that. That's why we, as the people, we can't push that on our fighters. That email stuff is weak. You right. You 100% right. They would never call Loma the email champion. So why would we push that Devin Haney was one? Not saying us or nobody in this chat, but we, the people, was pushing that. They can't really push it. And then they'll start pushing it once we do it. Now it's cool to call Boots one. It's not. It wasn't cool when they did it with Haney. It's not cool now. It's just a way to take away from somebody being great, man. Look, ain't nobody more deserving of being a champion at 147 than Boots Ennis. So I have no issue with that. And I have no issue with Terence Crawford saying, look, I'm done at 47, therefore I'm not fighting that guy. And then them saying, yo, let me get the belt, being that you're not fighting. You get what I'm saying? It's all good. I don't see an issue, bro. I think everything is going to work out the way it needs to. They need to strip Dev next. He said, not dropping shit. They got to take it. You see what I'm saying? He like, man, they're going to have to take it. And I get it. East Division. They have a super and regular WA champ. Yeah, but this year, them super titles is a little weird, man. That make it weird. I don't understand the purpose of it because there's no mandatory obligations with super titles, so it's weird. I have to hope Bud drops it. Absolutely. Something. Blame goes to Tank and his fanboys for vocabulary created. But I'll say this, Jonathan. He did say, like Cuzzo just mentioned earlier in the chat, he also said once Devin Haney defends it, he the real champion. How many times did he defend that belt that people was calling him the email champ? I think it's 5 to my count. I think it's 5 I think it's 5 times. So I don't know. It's hard to knock him. He defended that thing. So us, the people, me, I never pushed that. I'm not going to push that. I didn't push it for Dev. I'm not pushing it for Boots. I think it's weird. Salute to my guy, Big Dog Willie, back in the super chat, man. He said, "Did you hear Bill Haney say that Devin kills Jaron?" That's
and we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Salute to my guy, Big Dog Willie. Appreciate you, bro. So WBA consolidated at 160. Yeah, I think that's why they who started dropping titles left and right. I think it was Golovkin, right? WBA can call for consolidation of the belts. That's what they all need to do, Queen. They all need to do that, Aisha, and lead them damn belts. Make it simpler for the people to follow. A lot easy. Boxing fans, you want to start a grassroots GoFundMe campaign and start your own promotion sanction how much you want each person to put in each week? That's a hell of a question. I ain't think about nothing like that. That's man, grassroots. That's different. I haven't put any thought into that. Champy, what it do, homie? How you feeling? Crazy how Booty got a belt, man. It's a success with Doug Virgil and Stan Jones all these years. If you think Boots ducked anybody, that's wild. That's not even real. You've never heard it. Boots never turned down an opponent in his career. And that's just, let's not put those jackets on fighters where they don't belong. That's not a guy that's avoiding smoke. You even heard it, and you even heard it out of Virgil's team at the time. What did they say? How many months did they say at the time? What, it was like 3-4 years worth of months. How many months did they say they needed for Boots to be ready? You've never heard Boots or his team say they needed X amount of months to be ready for Virgil, but you heard Virgil team say it. So, and we all know how long he been saying he'll fight Stan Jonas and Boots, Stan Jonas and EJ and Bud. He'll fight them all. I think Boots is a real dog. Easy Ball, what's good with it, family? How you feeling? I think he a real dog, bro. And he said Bill a hypocrite. He a real dog, bro. And I think he gonna prove it when he get an opportunity, man. You just gotta sit back and wait, right? Unfortunately, for somebody to give him an opportunity to get in the ring with him, because I just don't see him as the type of guy that don't want to be great. I mean, some people refuse to call Boots an email champion for whatever reason. No problem calling it. Yeah. For the ones, Gertz, for the ones, I feel you. To the ones that was pushing it, now they don't want to push it for Boots. I get it. But for a guy like me, that's why I like my position and my stance in boxing. I love giving people their credit, and I'm never looking for a reason to take it away from you. So that whole email champion stuff was always garbage to me. It was always garbage to me. I never liked it. Never did. I don't like when they call Tank title the Reggie Belt or the Mickey Mouse title. All that stuff is weak. It's just a way to diminish the accomplishments of the fighters in the sport. I ain't with it. Super as mandatory. The WBO super makes it where you're the number one mandatory next week. Sanctioned body have super and regular title in every division. I would guess. But them super titles is just weird. I don't like super champion, because what is the definition of a super champion? What the hell is that? Like, I don't like regular champion, super champion. I hate it. Just make it one champion. That's it. Make it a lot easier, man. WA turned 6 belts into 2. They needed to consolidate them Jones. Man, you want to dispute it, drop some of the belts, save money. That's all. That's what it do essentially, Dante. Unless you have plans on still fighting at that weight class, it doesn't matter. 48 months. There you go. There you go. Appreciate you, my guy, Joe. 48 months. There was that by 4 years. 4 years, dude. That's 4 years. Yeah, they need about 4. D1, my guy. What's good with it, Brody? Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling, man? You say it's been a long week of work, man. Hopefully you off, and man, I hope you ain't working too hard as of this moment, man. Let me call Larry Holmes the email champion. I made him the champion after drop the WBC. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's just these new terms. I'm telling you, D-Free, that stuff comes from people that are overly emotional and attached to the sport in the wrong way. You start drumming up narratives and different names to call people to take away from their accomplishments instead of just giving credit where it's due. I just ain't a fan of none of it. That email stuff is weak. Boots will fight whoever they put him in the ring with, bro. As we all should have the realest box. Man, salute to my guy, man. Salute to my guy, man. Salute to my bro D1. See, that's why I do it, man. If it doesn't have franchise anymore, yeah, get that. The franchise was another joke. That was wild. This is like a destination belt. Like you can't win it, lose it. It's just weird. Dad don't pay sanction fees. Bob does. We gonna see, but look, man. Like I said, I don't think they did Crawford no disservice. My bad, y'all. I just had brain freeze for a second, y'all. My bad. Al Booger, man, member for 2 months. My guy, salute to the channel, member. Much love and appreciation, my guy. Son of God, what's good with it, Brody? Good to see you in the building. And salute to my guy, Dante Hall, Boxing Talk in the Cash App, man. Much love and appreciation for the support.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Appreciate you, bro. Salute to my guy, Dante Hall, man. Much love, Brody. And salute to my guy, Al Booger, out here gifting memberships, man. Salute to every channel member in the building. Much love and appreciation. Y'all
and we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Me, when it comes to this franchise, super champions, I can say more of a destination. Yeah, that super champion stuff is iffy. Franchise stuff, that's a destination for sure. It's not a real belt. It's unnecessary in the sport. All it do is cause confusion, and it allow people to strategically maneuver around fighting guys they're supposed to fight. That's how I see a franchise. It just has no place in the sport of boxing. It's wild. Anthony Joshua is a bigger draw than Deontay Wilder. Maybe in the UK. Maybe in the UK, bro. Maybe in the UK. I would be strict. Guys left and right, move up. Taking that shit, I would get all the fights. I'm telling you. Salute to, appreciate you, Al. Much love, bro. Salute to the family. So, and yeah, and if guys are just fight who you supposed to fight, you won't have to worry about getting stripped. That's how I look at that too, man. I really do. I really do. And he got plans, so he'll be all right, man. Bud Crawford will be all right, man. He came out on top with this win, man. That stripping him does nothing. It doesn't change nothing. It really don't, y'all. I'm looking for something, y'all. I'm looking for something. Since about have a franchise. I don't know, man. I think most of them do, bro. I can't keep up with them all, and I think most of them do. Most of them do. I believe regular titles and then super champions. I think they do. I definitely have to check. I don't even try to even keep up with that. Yeah, I really don't. All that. I just recognize the sanctioning bodies and the titles that matter. Once you start talking super champion, franchise, it's like, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Start making it weird. Super champion, all that. Yeah, I'm telling you, participation trophies. I'm telling you, it just seemed weird. Like, what is the definition of a super champion? What the hell is that? you regular. And then from what I understand, the super titles don't be having mandatories. Now, I don't know if it's every single division that has one, but to my understanding, not all super champions have mandatory obligations. So the regular titles do, right? So that's weird to me. So it's like you'll hold somebody as the super champion in higher regard than a regular champion, but the regular champion is the guy that got to fight mandatories, right? It's weird. So hell with all that. I just recognize the sanctioning bodies and I understand they make their rules up as they go along, bro. I don't blame Dad if you want to take the belt. Yeah, man, like he gonna force you to take it because for him, it's like his dad said, they can use it as leverage. So I think it's a little different. Right, Aisha, facts. And that's why Tanya has the mandatory. That's why I don't never diss the belt. And I don't see how people diss the belt because the man really got, mandatory obligations for it. So it's crazy. No, shut the elbow. I guess that's him trying to do that. Nah, I think you already good. I think it does it automatically. I think so. I'm not sure. I think because now your name in green, so you good. I don't know if you got to do something else or not. Part twice, what it do, homie? How you feeling, bro? Remo, what's good, my bro? How you feeling? So you fight a UFC fight, and I'm putting you in recess. You injured, you go into recess. Keep it rolling. Like, nah, real talk, man. Just again, this allows boxing, the division, to keep moving. If you were a fan of that, then you can understand. That's all it does, bro. That's all it does. WBA regular champions. In fact, the first ever champion boxing ever had. D1 dropping jewels, man, dropping that good old boxing knowledge. To Andre, that's why Anthony Joshua sold 100K seats, $11 million with Klitschko highest gate. Wilder did 20K, made 17 million. Wilder makes more. Just talk to him, upper, dropping them jewels, my guy. He said Tank's not a real boy. Oh man, Anthony Joshua, Ben Davis said I'm not with Derek James. As far as that go, that was just what it was. I think that was him just being with his old trainer. I think people kind of hit the panic button when they seen it. If you heard Derek James speak on that, he barely even wanted to respond to it because he said it wasn't even nothing to respond to. Like he said, all those guys are still with him. Nobody left him. That he still got the same stable that he been having. So he ain't going nowhere. Facts, upper, he's still there. As the belts are from champions trying to unify. That's why they were created the duck mandatories. I'm telling you, D1, we don't need them too many belts. I would tell Canelo, the male fight was cool. You pull another guy up the division, I'm stripping you. Nah, real talk, Dante, immediately, bro. You pull one more small guy up from a lower weight class and fight him, bro. We taking your belt, and that's it for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's it for you. Yeah, facts. He's still with him, man. He ain't going nowhere. Man. He ain't going nowhere. So yeah, man. I think as this being a hot topic around the YouTube streets, y'all, man. I think my ultimate opinion on it is this doesn't change much for Crawford. I think fans is gonna, some of his people gonna cry that they doing him wrong, but I don't really think that's the case if you just acknowledging the fact that the sanctioning body that stripped him is the one that he has a mandatory obligation in which he wouldn't be able to fulfill in a timely manner. And on top of that, even if he could, he said he wasn't fighting him. So it kind of just accelerated the process. All right, you're not going to fight him. So the only thing you could do is hold the belt. Why let you do that when we could give it to him, make him the full champion, and then maybe somebody get in the ring and they can fight for it, right? So, I mean, make it meaningful. Make it mean something. Meanwhile, you go fulfill your rematch clause and take care of your business with Errol Spence, right? And you probably gonna stay up at 54 if that's what a rematch is, right? So it doesn't hurt him anyway, either way. You know what I mean? My favorite fighter wants to be Tank. But tweeting today like he could care less for real. See, was he Aisha did he? You know what I'm saying? That's why I appreciate you, Queen. Appreciate you. That's why I was asking, did anybody catch any tweets from Bud and is he even whining about it? If he ain't complaining about it, y'all, it's for good reason, and he don't care. I'm telling you. So we as fans, when the boxer is unaffected, why should we care? If the boxer don't care because it doesn't change nothing, and he understands that. It don't ruin his plans or nothing. So I don't think it ruins his negotiating power and none of that like that. I just think Bud is who he is, man. And I don't think the belt is gonna mean the difference. I'm tanking them Shrek moves. You a fool. he said taking Shrek moves, bro. Oh man, he was a fool. It was hella confused online, like y'all gonna do that to him, what y'all did to me, or y'all just did that because it was me. He was cracking jokes today. See, Bud Crawford don't care, bro. He like, man, if y'all don't take that belt somewhere, bro, I don't care, bro. Bud don't care about that damn belt. I'm telling you, man, he don't care. He's not fighting. He's not defending it ever again. Like he won it, and that's it. There ain't nothing else after that. It's cool. He cool on the belt. He don't need it. His name etched in history. It doesn't change. He's straight. You know what I mean? In fact, in the boxer, because we feel the boxer. get pissed off a lot. Yeah. Sometimes we get more mad than we need to be. I don't think nobody should be mad in this situation. I think Bud is still in the position that he always was in. And I think that's the most important thing out of it. You know, that's just a title. You can't change that. You know what I mean? It doesn't reverse the fact that he was undisputed because they took it. All that does do, though, if he were to ever fight for it again, was make him another, 3-time undisputed if he was to fight for the IBF title again and win it back. You know what I mean? So think about it. It's good either way. If he decided to want to fight for it again, most of the Bud fans feel like he'd beat, Boots anyway, right? So that make him a 3-time undisputed. If he don't decide to do it, then he can go up and continue to do what he was going to do anyway. It's a win-win for him. Realistically, if you're thinking about it, it's a win-win. He doesn't lose out in this situation, in my opinion. I don't see it. I don't see how he lose out. Can't wait till this goofy gets beat up on December 9th. D1 is on it. And it's going to fight again. And Champy, he was supposed to, from what I'm hearing, bro, he was supposed to fight the 25th on a Benavidez Andre card, but they saying Cody Crowley said no. He said something about the money not being right. You know what I'm saying? He didn't fight for a year and call himself a champion. I mean, look, is it his fault? That's the question you got to ask, Champy. When you got a guy being avoided and guys constantly saying no and making it about money, because you blame Boots Ennis when we know anytime it's time for him to get in the ring, he getting in there. He not pricing himself out. He not being a diva. He not asking for too much money. He not being difficult. He's not hard to work with. He getting right in there and making the fights happen. It's these guys that don't want to get in the ring with him, bro. We got to hold people accountable. Dudes got to start getting in the ring and fighting, bro. Respectfully, you got to start fighting. Now, I mean, it's definitely not Boots' fault. This situation is not on Boots. I don't think so. You get what I'm saying? The way it played out, he's the fighter. He can't do nothing but fight. You get what I'm saying? If he was the kind of guy that was avoiding smoke and then was the beneficiary of a situation like this, then I could understand people like, email champion. But when you know that his temperament is he'll fight whoever they put in front of him, and he been looking for an opportunity for the longest now, and the guy got more fights than Errol Spence, is it his fault for real? You get what I'm saying? Bernie said he threw the belt in the trash. They didn't strip him. He already knew about the decision. This is what I'm saying. D-Free, they did. They got a letter. Salute to the JusDueBoxing, man. The fax machine, the plug. They been got a letter. They've been notified of this, bro. They've been notified, and after, as well as being notified, but notified they asses he wasn't fighting no damn Boots Ennis, bro. Salute to my bro behind the hands TV. How you feeling, bro? He said he shouldn't care. He's in a class of his own based on accolades. It's facts, bro. If a Boots fight was a big payday, that fight would have been made. He would have never gotten stripped onto 154. And I think so. And I think that's what stops it from being made, bro. That's what stops it. It's not a big fight. If you listen to what Crawford said, he won big fights. That wouldn't be a big money fight, in my opinion. It'd be a great fight for us to watch. And I wondered if we can get it right. I definitely would. But if we just going off of what Buzz said, if the money ain't lining up, how you going to get it? He ain't going to get in there. You know what I mean? He just want the bigger fights at this point. Big dog, where we back in the super chat. Much love and appreciation to my bro. Appreciate you, family. Bill Haney said that Devin versus Regis would be better than Hagler versus Hearns, Ali versus Frazier, and Bo versus Holyfield. And Haney co-agreed with him. Wow.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
He's tripping. Y'all already know what to do if anybody is bothered, man. Y'all know. You got to get somebody a little pow in the corner. Sit him in the corner for a second. I get y'all. Jose Diaz, my bro. What's good with it, family? How you feeling, bro? We get the pay-per-view and the ticket sales like Josh and Fury's, man, in England. It has the highest numbers, but when they do fights in here in America, yeah, it's different when they come over here, bro. It's different. It's definitely different. Salute to Ant. That's true. Salute to my guy Remo. He says, see why them belts don't mean nothing. The belt organization can decline unification fights, leave Charlo with a belt for 2 years and strip someone for months after winning the belt. Yeah, 4 months after winning the belt. Just fight for money. And that's why I think in certain situations, in certain circumstances, Remo, the belts don't matter. Now, I mean, the fighter matters. The quality of the fighter holding the belt makes the belt matter. You get what I'm saying? So it's always about the fighter for me. Flossy Sports TV, what's good with it, bro? Because I know these damn fights I watch with or without a belt being on the line. That changes nothing for my entertainment value. A good fight, a great fight is a great fight. Salute to my bro Flossy. What's good with it? They're gonna fuss and hear about Crawford didn't want to fight Boots, and that's what I'm saying. And again, to his credit, he's saying because it's not a big money fight, so therefore that's not what I'm entertaining. I'm only entertaining money fights, and you can't knock him for that. He just took the Errol Spence fight, right? He more than likely got a rematch lined up, and then he's gonna continue to do what he's doing, man. You dig what I'm saying? And y'all, listen, champion, y'all gotta stop thinking that it's the fighters are not responsible for how much guys are getting paid or are not getting paid. Like that's Boots ain't lowballing nobody. You get what I'm saying? It wouldn't be on Boots. Boots is the fighter. You get what I'm saying? Brown ass said Cameron Duncan. Cameron Duncan had this as the plan for Boots the whole time. Boots left the WBO to get an interim IBF title. If they wanted Boots to fight Bud, they could have done it a year ago. That is true. That is true. Taking that belt took him right out of the rankings. You know what I mean? They definitely did. That interim title. You know what I mean? As they call it. Salute to my guy, Jose Diaz, man, and my guy behind the hands TV. Are used to mentality when it comes to these belts. Not the belt that makes the fighter, it's the fighter that makes the belt. Yeah, that's my mentality, bro. It's the fighter that makes the belt. I always say that. Miss Joette, peace and blessings, Queen. How you feeling today? Good to see you in the building. Sleepless salute to my guy, Mike Biggs Boxing. Happy born day to my guy, man. Hope you over there enjoying it. Good to see you in the building, champ. How you feeling, bro? William Old School, my brother, was good with it. He said, I'm only entertaining money fights. Give me John Fury. Right, man. You get John Fury, man. They gotta give me one of them tubers too, man. Give me one of the Misfits guys. So, I mean, y'all punched the light button for me. Sure, yeah, the standby page. Oh man, Jose he said standby page. Did he? Happy birthday to my guy. Happy born day to my guy, Mike Biggs, man. Salute, bro. Good to see you in the building. Yeah, y'all. So that's really my thoughts on this Crawford situation. Crawford still has the same options that he been having. It changes nothing for him. That's why, like Aisha said, he on Twitter cracking jokes. That dude don't care. He's not worried. He's unbothered. He out there purchasing properties and spending money the right way. You know what I mean? Out here making investments and stuff. Crawford out here chilling. He don't care. You know what I mean? And training at the same time. The man's still in shape. Crawford really still in shape right now. So that man focused, man. I don't think it's changing nothing. Listen, I understand certain people calling Boots the email champion because they feel like their favorite fighter, that tag was placed on their favorite fighter, right? Or they feel like that's only keeping the same energy. But respectfully, if you've never pushed that, any of these guys were email champions, you don't have to push it today. But if you're a guy that pushed email champion before, then you have to keep the energy consistent and call it that today. Thankfully for me, my positioning is always straight down the middle and to get these dudes their credit. So you have never heard me call somebody email champion or back that phrase or you know, I'm just not into it. So Boots, I think his time was long overdue. I don't think there's nobody at the 47-pound division that deserve an opportunity more than him. So it's just unfortunate that this had to be what it had to be for him to get it, but it is what it is. Now let's see somebody take it from him. That's what I want to see. Let's see him defend it like I know he will. Now let's see if somebody gonna take it from him. You know what I'm saying? Now somebody got an opportunity to take it from him. Now y'all got a reason to fight Boots. Now, I ain't talking about Crawford. I'm talking about the rest of y'all, the Cody Crowleys of the world, everybody that's turning him down. Y'all guys need to get in there with him, man. Recommended the channel too. All right, salute, Ant. Appreciate that, family. Appreciate you, fam. You already know, upper man. Sit back, kick back, and relax, bro. Fight week for Thirsty Thursday, man. That's gonna be a hell of a day. That's gonna be a hell of a day, man. Hey, man, I be trying not to talk about the fight, but I've never in my life, I'm telling you right now, if you are a boxing fan and you pushing narratives, bro, you not a real boxing fan, yo. You just a fanboy. If you out here just pushing narratives that hurt the sport, you don't really like boxing, bro. Tit for tat, and needs to stop so boxing can be better. I'm telling you, that tit for tat part twice. What it do, homie? Is it financial or fear the reason Boots can't get a fight? Part twice. I don't want to say dudes fear him, right? I truly think, listen, I truly think some people don't want to take the challenge unless the right price tag is attached to it, right? Like he's a high risk, low reward. I hate that term. But I think that's people just, they know the danger that comes with facing Boots Ennis. So I think people want to be compensated heavily for facing him. You get what I'm trying to say? And I think that leads to people just straight up saying no and not fighting him. And it's weak. It's weak. But this is why I feel like not Crawford necessarily getting stripped is good for boxing, but the fact that Boots is elevated to full champion is good for boxing, because maybe that might entice guys to get in the ring with him and actually give him a shot. You get what I'm saying? Because ducking the world champion is a different level of wild. That's bogus, bro. Saying no to a world title opportunity, bro, is wild. Like, especially when everybody don't get a shot at the title. Nah, so that's how I'm looking at that. I think it's better for boxing, and I think it helps boxing to continue to move on, being that a fresher guy got a title. Like, think about it. Crawford, what is he, 36 now? Know what I'm saying? He'll be hitting 37 soon enough. Like, he on his way out, man. He running his victory lap, and respectfully so. Salute to Crawford. He had a hell of a run. K Causey, what it do, family? How you feeling? Salute to my guy, Jose Diaz. Part twice. Yeah, I mean, you know, part twice. I try not to say dudes are scared, but it's a level of concern there where they like, yo, man, that dude could hurt me if I get in the ring. I want to get paid. You get what I'm saying? Because I think that's the situation with Cody Crawley. And like, you get what I'm saying? If Cody Crawley, y'all, would have said yes, according to the reports, then we would have had him and Boots Ennis November 25th. Is that Boots' problem? That's his problem, but is it his fault? You get what I'm saying? It's not, he can't do nothing. These dudes don't be wanting that smoke. All of a sudden, dudes just discover their worth when it's time to fight Boots Ennis. All of a sudden, the number that they getting is just not enough, and they figure out that some kind of way they worth so much more money when it's time to fight Boots. That's what it seemed like to me. That's what it seemed like. Top Rank is putting on the Beast Shakur show on Sunday. I think, yeah, the blood, sweat, and tears. Facts. Man, I'm telling you, the promotion been running smooth. That fight is pretty much sold out. Now the false narrative that people want to push is that they gave away all the tickets. They comped all these tickets. People are sad, yo. Y'all sad, man. Y'all sad. The man on his, I think what would be his 4th sellout show in a row, and you got people pushing that the tickets were comped. When I could really go back in time and find out real information about people struggling to sell tickets. But you know what? I'm not going to waste my energy because I ain't corny like that. That's weak. People push any narrative. Just be glad that the fight did its thing, man. Yeah, people complained about promotion. We got promotion. Now, I mean, the tickets sold. People said they gave them all away. It's like you can't be serious. Some of these people, man. I'm telling you, it's the wildest stuff I ever heard on YouTube, man. It is wild, bro. Actually getting the title and not fighting for it. Nah, it's not a bad look. It's only a bad look. And look, I can't argue with what you're saying because I don't argue with what you're saying. I don't even disagree. I just got a different train of thought, champion. You feel like it's a bad look because you ain't actually fight for it. But look, will you at least consider that? Who is it that he wouldn't be willing to fight for it? If they say, yo, you got to fight Bud Crawford, you think he, the fighter, would say no? I ain't talking about his team. I'm talking about Boots Ennis, the fighter. If he had an opportunity to fight Bud Crawford tomorrow or for that IBF title, you think he'll do it? So that's why I don't knock him, because he's not the kind of guy to me that avoided smoke. But my bro made a great point about what his team did and how they moved him, right? So that's why I said Boots Ennis the fighter. Do you think he's turning down smoke? Because I don't. I think he'll fight whoever they put in front of him, whether that's one of the champions, an ex-champion, or the best other fighter in the division outside himself. You know what I'm saying? I just think that's where my assessment for Boots Ennis lies. The fact that I know he'll be willing to get in there and fight whoever. You know what I'm saying? Conspiracy can be proven. So it's okay. In 2023, the duck by financial can't prove these guys are shook. But Boots showed too many tricks too soon. Right, man. These dudes definitely hesitant. Part twice. They definitely hesitant, bro. They definitely hesitant for sure. Is there boxers that don't want to fight? Win or lose, I'll take them paychecks. Do you get what I'm saying? I said that same thing too, Jose, man. Yo, could you believe Malik Scott said these dudes out here turning down $4 million paydays, bro? Like they ain't got no sense. It's crazy, man. It's unbelievable. I got you, bro. It's unbelievable. Boots is hungry. That's how I look at it, Jose. Like, I just can't knock him for not For now, yeah. I seen this, Jonathan. Yeah, that's the stuff I'm talking about though, right there. That's weak. Like that none of that could be substantiated or validated, but people will push it, repost it, and it's rhetoric. Why would you even care about that? Why would, if you're a true boxing fan and you're not a hater of a fighter, why would you even want to push that? Why would that be funny? Let's say hypothetically, let's play hypothetically and say that's really the situation. Why would that be funny when I really could point out a situation where dudes struggle to sell 3,000 tickets? He don't struggle to sell tickets. If you just pay attention to the track record, like I said, I think this would be his 4th sellout. So now the first is that he don't sell and nobody watches him. He's boring. He put everybody to sleep. Then when he sells out multiple times in a row, it's, oh, they gave out all the tickets. That's the way they sold it. These tickets were X amount of money. This BS, man. BS. Those are not real boxing fans. I don't give a damn how clever and smart people think they are. That's weak. Like, that's weak. I would never push that kind of rhetoric, yo. You would never hear me get up here. Yeah. Like when, for instance, Devin Haney, Lomachenko, whatever they did is what they did. You imagine me getting up here laughing because they didn't do more than what people thought. That's weird. Like, why would that be good? I ain't a weird boxing fan. I really love the boxing. So I like to see these dudes doing their thing. I'll call Cap on one. I don't call Cap King of 47 because what reason do we have to lie? And you got people like Andy Ruiz talking about 50-50. You get what I'm saying? And pricing himself out of situations. So I don't think he lying. I mean, what reason would he have to lie about that? You get what I'm saying? Nobody came out and disproved him. Nobody in boxing came out and said, hey, man, you lying. Prove it. None of that. So I think certain things, like, you just don't have the initiative to want to lie. Like, why would that help him? You get what I'm saying? And you, especially at a time where you seeing Deontay Wilder having to go to extreme lengths to get a fight. You get what I'm saying? Andy Ruiz acting bogus. Anthony Joshua acting bogus. He talking about going to meet the guy to convince him to take a fight. So I don't know. These dudes clear, like you. And again, you had a guy turn down 50 M's. And y'all talking about dudes won't turn down for it when you seen the dude turn down 50 after asking for it. I don't know, man. I don't know. And I ain't disagreeing with you. I just don't call Cap. I feel you. You said I feel you, but not for me. It just ain't no reason to lie about that. When the belt is stripped from belt holder and term and number one contender should fight first, and that's how the champ is made. If that number one contender declines, then they are elevated. I could rock with that, Remo. That makes sense. Already don't sell like Michael Hunter turned down. Now again, Michael Hunter could be a different story, bro. Michael Hunter said he'll fight for peanuts. He did say that. So you know what I mean? Because Andy deserves 50-50. Wilder is lying. I don't know. That's weird energy, bro. You. I don't know. I think you out here trolling. I'm about to ignore you. The comping tickets for Thirsty Thursday. I think that's what they pushing. You know what I'm saying? That's what they pushing. Nobody could validate that. And the fact I'm saying this and I'm standing on this because I'm a man about this boxing, man. Anybody searching for information like that to push it is a weird individual. Why do you care about? That's not even boxing, bro. You trying to dim the light of one fighter while bigging up another. You are clearly a fanboy. That post is weird as hell. That dude that you sent that post, he make a post about Shakur Stevenson almost every day, and I see it almost every day, bro. Almost every single day. It's the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life. I done seen this dude get mad at people giving Shakur his credit from saying his ticket. So like every other time I look, he got a post about Shakur. He talk about him just as much as he do Devin Haney. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. And it's all negative. It's all negative. You're not a real boxing fan. You're a fanboy. I had one of the fanboys stop coming through here now. You know what I mean? Fanboys because they went well on the agree. You know what I mean? Sharon, what's good with it, bro? Shall we call Ennis an email champion the same way they did Haney? I'm going to say this. Just like I said earlier, for the people that call Haney that, they got to keep the same energy with Boots. But for Just Do, if nobody in this chat, which I know nobody ever heard me call it, so I don't have to call Ennis an email champ because I think that is just a way to take credit from the fighter. I think it's weak to me. Michael Hunter is full of it. He has the worst accuracy in heavyweight division. His younger brother will have a better chance versus Wilder. Right. Is what true? What you talking about? Is what true, though? Oh man, y'all already know. Keep blocking the goofy, man, because he can make as many accounts as he wants. I thought YouTube was gonna do something about that. Yeah, man. Once you come in here being weird, you're gonna get blocked. If you want to get blocked, welcome to the block party. You dig? So yeah, Shelton, for anybody that called Haney email champion, they have to keep the same energy for sure. I'm with you. But for Just Do, you know, I'm as solid as they come on here in these YouTube screezeets. So you know, I ain't never call them that. So I ain't gotta call Boots that today. Kind of feel good that I ain't up that percentage of people that, you know, wanted to take away from Haney getting the title. Y'all smash the like button for me if y'all have it, man. Y'all smash the like button. We just gonna keep on rolling, man, because we ain't even get to the other part of the we ain't even get to the other topic yet, y'all. We ain't even get to it, man. All right, man. Let me see. Yeah, man. So look, and I want to be clear with y'all, like, because I see Shelton came in here with that. Gertz, you had the same energy about keeping the same energy, right? And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be clear with y'all again, because people sometimes they don't hear me the first time. If you pushed that Devin Haney was an email champion, then I understand if somebody's gonna ask you to have that same energy with Boots. But if that's not something that you have pushed, then you can't come in here and expect me to have energy that I've never had for Devin Haney for Boots, right? That's me. So I know that y'all just be throwing it out there, but it don't apply to me. Like, y'all should know by now how I do my content. So I'm always giving a guy the credit. When they called Devin Haney the email champion, I said it was BS because he continued to defend the belt. I think it was 5 times to my count. Like I said earlier, y'all. So for me, if he would have lost any of those fights defending that email belt, then that other guy would have been a champion, right? So I never called him that. I just thought that was weak. Now, I get why a fighter would say it. And they always say, well, Tank did this and Tank did that, because you know Tank name gonna come up. But Tank also said the minute he defends that belt, he's a real champion. That's the part they don't like to say. So he said that as well. And how many times did he defend it? So he's a legit champion. And he always gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Even with them stripping him of the WBC title, don't change the fact that the man was undisputed, bro. They don't change nothing. They can't stop him from being great. You get what I'm saying? They can't. Like, I like to build the sport up, not take from it. So when I see a guy accomplish something in his own right, and I feel like the situations were similar with Dev and Boots, right? I feel like at that particular point, Devin was willing to fight whoever would have had that title, right? So it's not his fault that the guy went to go fight a unification and then he ended up being the beneficiary of the belt. That's not his fault, right? Because he at that time he would have fought whoever he needed to fight to be a champion. That's what I believed at that time. That's what I believe. And it's the same thing with Boots. You don't see no guy, you can't prove it that he's turned down a fight at any point in his career. So why not be glad that he got a belt? And again, hopefully somebody will fight him now. Cody Crawley. Know what I mean? Is that belt enough? You know what I mean? Yeah. I expect them to do that because they really haters, bro. They really haters. They really haters, bro. All that you can't, yo. I be trying not to do this, yo. You can't talk tickets. You can't talk ticket sales to somebody up until about maybe a fight or two ago. Like, it wasn't even close. Like, so I don't even like those conversations because I don't like to pit them up against each other. But people don't do homework. Like that idiot that reposted that, not reposted, the guy that put the initial post, he's an idiot. Like, if you really go do the homework, nobody could validate what he's saying. He's just another goofy on YouTube spreading confusion and rhetoric because he's not creative. That's what corny people do. When you're not creative, that's what you do. Let me go spin this narrative. Let me get on YouTube and spin the narrative. Tank got to win another one of those for legit titles first. I think when you see how people be moving with them titles, shouting, I think there's a reason Tank could care less about them damn belts. Because I think it goes with him, his situation different. So I think he can be the man with or without belts. I just think at some point, we definitely want to see the necessary fights. But I think belts they only matter when you a certain level of fighter to me. When you're a certain type of fighter. You're a real one, I think the belts matter. When you're running the mill or you duck and smoke and stuff like that, then it's weird. Boots is special, man. I can't wait for his next fight. Me either. I can't wait. Champ. Oh, Gary on PEDs. Yeah, he tripping. He tripping for real. Why be negative? I don't get it. So that's what's going on. Like, think about it, yo. The goalposts always being moved. If it ain't he can't sell and nobody watch him, it's when the tickets do sell. It's like, oh shit, you know what? They did give them all away. Yeah, because I was there. I was there when they did it. People are goofy, man. Goofy. Just give credit where it's due, man. That man on his 4th sellout in a row on free TV, and he a big deal out here, man. You know what I mean? Just give it up for the young man. You know what I'm saying? Just give it up for the young man. You get me? People actually care to see him fight, and that's a good thing for the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing for the sport, man. Just got some weird boxing fans out there. I'm gonna be calling Ennis legit until he fights someone to note and beats him. I'm gonna call Ennis legit because if the guy that got stripped of the title informed that sanctioning body that he was willing to fight him, then they wouldn't have had to strip him. You get what I'm saying? And he would have fought somebody of note. It's like, what can he do? Like Cody Crowley, I don't know if that's noteworthy of people. He undefeated, right? He's a good fighter. They said he just turned down smoke for a November 25th fight. Is that Boots? That's not Boots. All right. You get what I'm saying? That's why I look at it like that. If Boots is the one turning down the smoke, then I'll be like, nah, you was just the beneficiary of circumstance. But that's not the case. To our knowledge, that's not the case. Can anybody in here prove that Boots ducked the fight? Does anybody in here have knowledge that Boots don't want smoke? So that's why I look at him as legit. Now he'll be a true champion once he defends it, in my opinion. Now, I hope somebody else get in there with him. That's what I've been saying the whole time. But anyway, man, when it's all said and done, I think if you've been watching Boots, which most of us have in here, if not all of us, right, we all know that that's a real fighter in the sport, man. And it don't get too much better than that as a young talent in the sport, right? So salute to Boots Ennis, man. He only doing what he's supposed to do at the end of the day, trying to beat any and everybody they put in front of him. While the big fights continue to evade him and people treat it like it's his fault. Like he's getting avoided and people saying no to him left and right. And I don't know what he could do. You know what I mean? So that's why I say I hope him being elevated to a champion allows somebody to want to, entices a person to get in the ring, man. It's the highest rated guy in the IBF. Good fight. That's why I said Shelton, and he said no. He said no, bro. He said no. You get what I'm saying? Hell, you saying no, buddy boy? Like, you know what I mean? From what I'm hearing, I'm seeing the reports. They said he said no, so I ain't making it up. That's what they say. Said he was offered to fight, and bro said he cool on it. And then I heard something about money. I mean, Will said Puffy Davis ain't turning down smoke. That's why I ain't trying. Jannard, what it do, homie? How you feel? I don't blame Boots. I blame the IBF. The IBF should have made the title vacant and ordered Boots versus Keith. I get it, but see, again, the problem really is Keith ain't gonna say yeah. So they can order it all they want, right? But Keith gotta say yeah. And if that bag ain't attached to it, Keith ain't gonna say yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. I don't know, man. Some of y'all not boxing fans for real. I know trolling is one thing. And some of y'all just not boxing fans. The way you think you're not a boxing fan, y'all always looking for a reason to be negative where there is no reason to. Like you got a young kid that been chomping at the bit for years to get an opportunity. And the only thing people could do is find negatives. They want to dominate the week 147. The 147. Since when has 147 become weak? That's why I wanted to. That's first things first. When has 147 become weak? That's weird. I don't know what boxing you watching, but you clearly ain't watching the same 147 I'm watching. It's a Boots guy fighting Andy Cruz. Andy's really fast. Boots not gonna have a problem cutting off the ring. Nope. No. I just do people in back. I have no idea. I'm trying to ignore him now. B-Ray, what it do, homie? Jaron Ennis wants to smoke, but nobody wants to smoke with him. Talk to him, bro. That's why I say you can't blame him, man. So if y'all want to say he ain't this and he ain't that, I ain't with all that. Y'all people be doing too much. It's weird. Boots is everything I think that they say he is. And if he's not that, tell whoever your favorite fighter is at 147, whoever that may be, tell him to bring the noise, get in the ring with Boots Ennis and prove that he is not who he is. I'm tired of hearing people say it. He's showing it more than he hasn't showed it. I don't know what people are saying and say he ain't legit. Resumes do not win fights. We just went through this BS with Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. People kept telling me that Terence Crawford was going to be the easiest fight that Errol Spence ever had because of his lack of resume. And now here y'all go. History repeating itself, and you're doing the same exact thing with Boots Ennis. I don't care about who he didn't fight. I just want to see him get in there and fight. If he is not who we believe he is, then somebody needs to prove that by getting in the ring. I find it awfully convenient that he's the guy that's being one of the most avoided fighters in boxing, and people keep talking about what he is not. So why the hell do people keep turning him down? And every time it's time for somebody to fight him, they rediscover their newfound worth. And now the money that they're being offered is not enough, so they deserve so much more. I find that to be convenient. The dude is dangerous. He is that. I don't need to see a specific person be on the other side of him to prove that he's worthy. That's a quality fighter. I said this before. If you sit there and you examine what a Boots Ennis is as a fighter, tell me what it is that he can't do. Before you tell me what he is not, tell me what is it in the ring that he can't do. Tell me who at 147 that he won't outright give all hell on earth, if not outright beat him. What are we talking about? He smashed through Vila. Name another welterweight that'll do the Romain Vila what Boots did to him. Name me another one. Name me another welterweight that'll take Vila out the way Boots did. Name me another one. I'm telling you, the names is not going to do it. That kid is it. He is it. The only thing that could go wrong, maybe somebody got experience over him and maybe that'll work. But if it ain't EJ or Bud, he going to beat the hell out of him. Nobody, in my opinion, y'all, because it's not fact until you prove it. Nobody at 147 beating Boots. And it's not because 147 is weak. It's because he is that dangerous, man. Name something he can't do in the ring. That kid is dangerous, bro. He's dangerous, bro. He beat the absolute hell out of Romain Vila, put himself in the matrix and beat this dude down. Like, it's not too many welterweights that you're gonna name that's gonna put that beating on him like that. You get what I'm saying? Maybe outside of the champion and the ex-champion. You get what I'm saying? The rest of them guys, Romain Vila get them dudes hell, bro. Boots went in there and made that shit look easy. He made it look easy. I'm not saying it was, but he made it look relatively easy. He was in there. Who puts their self in the matrix when you in a ring with a guy that could turn your lights out, bro? This is what he doing. He in there playing. Boots really love this stuff, yo. Salute to my guy, Show. You feel me? Boots love this stuff, man. He different, man. I get it. Y'all want to see the names to really prove it, to stamp it. But outside of that, he is the guy. Like, that resume ain't climbing inside the ring, winning no damn fight. Resumes don't win fights, skills do. Resumes matter, but to an extent. It's not the end-all be-all. That's not the only measuring stick. Yeah, you can gauge from, yeah, you fought some quality fighters, but again, we just seen a situation where a lot of people were saying one guy fought the much better competition. I've heard this shit for months. And then when you see how the fight play out, did it matter who fought what competition? You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, man. Resumes is not the end-all be-all. You can gauge something from a resume, of course, but you still got to get in there and win. Skills win fights, not the resume, bro. Like my bro behind the hands TV say, you ain't never seen a resume climb between the ropes and win no damn fight. You ain't never seen a resume climb between the ropes and win a fight. And that's the fact of the matter, man. So show me that Boots is not who I think he is. You get what I'm saying? Who many others think he is, because that kid looked like the goods, man. And it's not just that. You know, it's not just the level of opposition, right? Of course, they not the elite level, but look how convincingly he's beating people. The fights are not even remotely close, and he's smashing people and stopping them. Like, it's not even close. That tells you he needs to be in there with an ex-champion or a world champion. Anything less is a waste of his time, because he's going to walk through them. That's a good fighter. If the only time he going to have trouble is at the elite level, that makes him a damn good fighter, man. So again, man, I just want to see the fights for Boots. I'm tired of hearing the stories about people saying no because of money. I get it, get your money, but I do be wanting to see these fights. I am a boxing fan. I'm not watching boxing to see I get paid. I'm trying to watch it to see the best fights, and I'm willing to pay for them. So hopefully Boots being elevated gets some opportunity that he wasn't afforded in the past, man. He said, Reggie said they won't say who the real boogeyman is. They will not say who the real boogeyman. Thomas, my bro. What's good with it, Thomas? How you feeling, bro? Oh man, but you can't make the Matrix backwards in the ring. Yeah, that doing the Matrix backwards in the ring is wild. Like, and rewinding yourself is wild, all in the ring, bro. Those you can't tell most of the people have no clue what they're looking at in the ring. Yeah, they don't. Boots is special talent, dangerous for anyone who gets in the ring. There's nobody that Boots will get in the ring with Boots and just have an easy time with him. There's not a single person that you can name at 47 that's gonna get in there and just have an easy time with him. It's just not gonna happen, bro. That's not. He's gonna give you the fight of your life. If you beat him, you're gonna have a hell of a fight on your hands. I believe it. Vila is actually 35-pounder who moved up. I mean, Bud Crawford is a 35-pounder who moved up. Get what I'm saying? Bud Crawford is a 35-pounder who moved up. We put stock in Bud Crawford. I think, and I get you. I'm right with you. I just feel like moving up is not a disadvantage. I think it's part of boxing. I think it's part of the sport. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think moving up is just part of it. A lot of guys move up, right? And again, not saying he's Bud Crawford. Don't get it twisted. But Bud Crawford is also a fighter that came in 35. And he's a 47 with Vila. And Vila is, do he punch like a guy that came in 35? Like, do he have the size and frame like a small guy? He looked like he belonged at 47. You get what I'm saying? So I think he's a legit 47-pounder. And I put some stock in that win because nobody else did it to him. And we just seen what Speedy Rashidi went through with him. Now, Speedy was all over his ass, and I felt like he should have got the win, but he did get knocked down late, and it slipped late from him. But I still think he got the win. He ran to Boots. No. I mean, I don't know about that, bro. Hands out. I don't know about that. Real boxing fans, you probably like all. If you're a real boxing fan, you're a real boxing fan. You like Spence, you like Boots, and you like Crawford. Like, if you're a true supporter, if you're a fan of the fighter itself, then that's something different. I can't speak for those people, but real boxing fans like Boots, like Crawford and Spence, because they're all monsters in their own right. You can try to pit them up against each other and say which one you think is the best. I don't have no issue with that, but I know those three dudes are all real fighters in the sport. Now, I mean, Boots is just the most unproven out of the batch. Pound for pound boxing talk. What's good, my guy? How you feeling, bro? Yeah, I don't know, Roger, what's good with it? I don't know what the Boots hate is, bro. I don't know what the Boots hate is about. I don't know what the Boots hate is about, man. Oh my. Nah, I seen that. Will Just Do, can you tell me? Most of the people got no clue what they're looking at in the ring. Boots is especially talented for anyone who gets in the ring with him. That's what I said, man. He gives anybody hell that gets in the ring with him. Now Vila is a C-level fighter, man. Y'all grading system. Y'all need to go back to school, bro. Y'all grading system not good. I don't rock with y'all grading system. Yeah, everybody's a C-level fighter when they get their ass beat up. Miss me with that, bro. Miss me with that. I just heard a grown-ass man sit on the panel and say to a chat full of people that Bud Crawford is not a world beater. I heard that the other day. I heard that Bud Crawford wasn't a world beater. So at this point, I really don't even care what people think. When they tell me what their grading system is, I can care less. You get what I'm saying? The same people told me Bud was going to get dominated by EJ and he was going to be EJ easiest win. And that was completely wrong. So calling Vila a C-level fighter, I think is just a way to take away from Boots, man. Who the hell you seen him lose to? Who did you see beat Vila like that? Who? I want to know. Because I ain't seen it. And who at 147 to take Vila out the way Boots did? You get what I'm saying? Right, man. Talk to him, bro. You're like nobody ever heard of. You like fighters nobody ever heard of, bro. And that's real. And y'all seen, for the ones that was here, y'all seen me interview a fighter that was starting his pro debut. So y'all know how I give it up over here. That you can't win, and his eyes closed and two blindfolds. They might as well say that at this point, bro. You know what I mean? Man, I ignore. Yeah, I gotta ignore. Boots hype. Man, goofy, man. Learn to watch boxing. Boots hype. Tell your favorite fighter to get in there with him then. Boots hype. Won't you get in there with him? After he put you to sleep, tell your daddy to get in there with him so he could knock him out too. Man, calling Boots hype at this point in boxing is irresponsible, and I'm calling it. Anybody calling Boots hype right now is irresponsible, and you don't know what you're watching. Calling Boots hype right now is just clearly saying you don't know what you're watching. Just say you don't watch boxing without saying you don't watch boxing. Come in here and just say Boots is hyped. Yeah, he's overhyped. It's annoying. Boots is overhyped. Oh my God. But you can't name nobody that beat him. The kid ain't even losing rounds, and you talking about overhyped. Name another fighter with that many wins, that many knockouts, that lost as few rounds as he did. I'll wait. How many Boots Ennis's are there in boxing, bro? Knock it off. Boots hype, man. Just say you don't watch boxing, bro. Just say when boxing come on, I really don't watch it. I just skim through it, bro. I really don't watch it. Yeah, when this Jaron Ennis guy comes on, I really don't watch boxing. I just skim through it. Just tell me that. Just tell me you a hater without saying you a hater. Boots is hype. All right, hater. Hey, that's what I'm leaving. Nah, I'm not letting y'all. Hater is saying Boots is hype right now. Just say you don't know what you watching. You don't understand. What magical fighter do you need to see him fight to know that he's a good fighter? That's bogus to me. Hype. I bet you he'd beat your favorite fighter ass. I bet you that he hyped. I think Vila beats Butayev up. Butayev get hit a lot. That'd be a war. I think Butayev would get beat up. I think Vila hits harder than Butayev. Me personally, but I feel you though. I could be wrong, but to me, I think nobody does to Vila what Boots did to him is what I'm saying. Outside of Bud Crawford or even the EJ at 100%, obviously, right? I think outside of those guys, those two, I don't think nobody at 47 does to Vila what Boots did. Respectfully, none of them. And Virgil was there. That'd be different because Virgil a dog, but he ain't there, man. Not the damn daddy Joe. Yeah, like that, man. Tell your daddy getting there and getting knocked out after Boots knock you out when you go get your dad. He gonna see his baby boy knocked out. He gonna want revenge, and Boots gonna smoke him too. And then after you and your dad is healing from your wounds, contact your favorite fighter via Instagram and ask them to get in there with Boots in it so they could get smoked too. Get that man his just due, man. We give dudes their credit over here. Boots, calling Boots hype at this point is just an irresponsible comment, and it just means you don't watch boxing. That's all I mean. I'm telling you, I don't even want to hear that no more. Hype, but every time you turn around, he had trouble getting a fight. Every time you turn around. Now, I guess it's just because he hype. Yeah, all right. Nah, bro, them dudes know what time it is. Hype is why one of the most dangerous fighters before he started having all those issues at 47. How many months did they say they needed? 48 months? And then y'all and people about it's crazy. Nobody calls Virgil Ortiz hype, but Boots Ennis is hype. I wonder why. Nobody ever, I never heard nobody come in here and say, Virgil Ortiz is hype. But that guy said that guy's team said they needed 48 months to be ready for Boots. And y'all calling Boots the hype? What are we talking about? Man, we not watching the same sport. We clearly not watching the same sport. Just tell me y'all ain't watch boxing for real, man. Boots is hype right now. It's crazy, bro. Most avoided boxer, bro. They don't want no smoke with him. I gotta find an interview where his dad said how many people ducked him. Yo, it was ridiculous. It was in the double digits, bro. Like, man, that dude different, man. And the thing, this is how you know. You have fighters that say it about the sport. You hear the sparring stories about Boots. Guys can't even make it 6 to 8 rounds with this dude in sparring, but y'all telling me he hype. Dudes is leaving out the gym, coming back with dried up, crying tears on their face from getting their asses handed to them by Boots, but y'all telling me he's hype. Nah, bro. And then when he get under the lights, he beating the hell out of people. It's not even close. The dude ain't losing rounds. What we talking about? I don't know how the hell people assess talent no more. I don't care how easy he making it look. What he do is not easy. He don't lose rounds. The kid just is phenomenal every time you see him in the ring. Every time. Anybody that come in there to fight, he gonna make it look good, man. They be tripping, man. Karen lost every single round. Karen threw 3 punches around, got beat up. And he said it. Even he felt his power. He did not want to engage. He felt Boots' power early. He did not want to engage. Karen is not a good example. That dude did not come to fight. I would never pay for a Karen fight, ever. Never. I would never watch that dude again. Yo, like that. Talk to him, bro. I'm telling you, over here, we big up boxing. We build it up. We don't tear it down with rhetoric and petty narratives. Like, I don't do that. Ain't no email champions over here because I never pushed it. A champion is a champion. When you're a real fighter, you're a real fighter. Last time I looked, Devin Haney was a real fighter making real fights. Last time I looked, Boots Ennis is a real fighter, hell of a talented fighter trying to make the biggest fights possible, but they keep avoiding him. Cody Crawley out here turning down smoke. Title not give away. Darnell Coleman, salute. Look, man, what could he do about it? What could he do about it? Just tell me. Have you ever heard of Boots turning down a fight? What could he do? What he's supposed to do? Say, nah, don't give me the title. I ain't deserving that. Who's more deserving than Boots? I'll say that. And what fighter have you seen him duck? You just never seen it, bro. He making grown men cry. I'm telling you, I done heard the stories, bro. Boots is special, bro. And I believe when he get the opportunity, he gonna prove it. Now, look, I get it. You want to say until he fights somebody, you don't want to call him a true champion. That's cool. But he is champion in his own right because he behaved like one. See, the problem with y'all is y'all caught up with that belt. That belt is okay. That's the trophy, bro. But Boots got championship mentality with or without a belt. All he do is train. He lives the fighter's lifestyle inside and outside the ring. He's not a diva. He's not getting himself in trouble. He represents the sport at a high level. He always in shape, always training, always on weight. You get what I'm saying? Always giving you a great performance. He's a champion at heart, bro. Like, he got a champion spirit. Like, that might sound corny, but that's what he is, bro. He a champion way before he got an interim title, bro. His mentality made him that. And his skill set gonna take care of the rest. So all that true champion stuff that y'all asking for Boots to show, just tell your favorite fighter to get in there with him, or whoever your favorite fighter is at 147. Tell him to go in there and prove that Boots ain't who people think he is. Because I think people will be sadly mistaken, bro. I think you'd be sadly mistaken. Boots is a real fighter, and y'all gonna see it, man. Y'all gonna. I don't understand how you ignore the signs. You can't name another guy at 47 that's having a tougher time getting a fight outside of Boots Ennis, bro. More of a fighter than Boots, right, Marquay? You get what I'm saying? Not knock, but backfire fights on back foot is considered a sweet, slick signs. But when Karen does his running, new Zach, nah, that's not that Zach Conley, Zaki Conley. Nah, that's not it. Nah, and it's not about the black fighters again. It's a difference between the sweet science and what Karen did. That's not the sweet science. Now that you can throw ring generalship out there. I'll give you that, because it was that. Respectfully, you can't run in the boxing ring, right? But that's as close to it as you could get. He did not engage. He engaged at the bare minimum. He did not want to throw punches, and it's so real. Had that man landed every punch he threw in the fight, he still would have lost. That's how inactive he was. So what Karen did is not the sweet signs, bro. That was, I'll give you ring generalship. I'll give you that. But the sweet signs, no. Nah, that's not that. And you can't find another Karen fight where he fought like that either. So even he know that was terrible. That was a terrible display of boxing. That wasn't the sweet signs at the highest level. That was surviving. And that's not boxing. That's not the sweet signs, bro. Sweet signs is when you actually coming in there to win and you displaying skill set, not just moving, trying to survive and hoping you don't get knocked out. And hype is like watching Kevin Durant play basketball and saying he ain't that good. It's nonsense. Go learn talent when you got to learn. Yeah, I'm telling you, got to learn talent when you see it, bro. Got to, man. Got to, man. I'm telling you, man, Boots Ennis is going to be what he going to be, man. But he needs the opportunities, man. He needs them opportunities to get up in there. Let me pull something else up, though, y'all. Because let me move past this. We've been cooking on this for a minute. I got something else to chop it up on. I see this interview from Fight Hub with Jose Benavidez Sr., man. He said he want to slap Tim Bradley, man. Say he want to slap Tim in the face. So I'm going to play this interview from him. You guys don't have no idea what footwork is, yeah. And Karen, make no mistake, Karen got some footwork, bro. He got some footwork, but he just didn't provide enough offense to tell me that he really tried to win that fight. There's no way you could win a fight being that, ineffective offensively. Like, there's no way you're gonna convince me that that's what you was doing. Kind of local sports, my brother. What's good with it? You know it. I got my tank right next to me, bro. Salute the Kano. But we're gonna play this, y'all. We're gonna play this. This is Jose Benavidez and Salute the Fight Hub TV. But he has some interesting words to say about Timothy Bradley, because he pretty much fed up with Timothy Bradley's assessment of his son. He felt like he's been saying a lot of negative stuff about David Benavidez, and he ain't feeling it. You know what I mean? He ain't feeling it. Lons, what it do, homie? Benavidez tweaking on Timmy. Yeah, right. He tweaked out on him, Lons. What's good with it, family? It's crazy what the sports needs the casuals. Nah, it do. It ain't crazy, D1, but it do. It do. It do. It does. They serve a purpose, man. I respect them. I respect them. The sweet signs to hit and not get hit, and not by any means not get hit. You get what I'm saying? 817, my guy. What's good with it, Brody? Good to see you in the building. What's good with it? Only seen what Karen did one other time, and that was the Rigo fighting. It was hard to knock a guy that's not sitting down all fight at all. I'm telling you, yeah, not sitting down, not trying to engage. Like, nobody's paying for that. Respectfully, if you knew a fighter was going to do what Karen did against Boots, you don't go into that fight and pay for that. You like, ain't no way in hell I'm paying for you to work out, because that's what you did. Cardio workout, bro. What you on, man? Trying to survive the whole time. I ain't feeling it. So I'm sure he got a Puma sponsorship. He should have got one quick. Booker said, "Tell me what body they better be a senior. You better be cool." Let me play this, y'all. It ain't that long. It's like 11 minutes. He has some things to say about
Marcos Villegas for Fight Up TV. Powered by State Farm VIP from behind the camera here in Washington with Jose Benavides Sr.
This Jose
We're gearing up for
Senior,
Junior's fight with Charlo, but also David's fight with Andrade. First off, how would you give us an update on how the camp's been for both your sons?
I believe that this is the best camp we ever had. And pretty much when you interview somebody, they're going to tell you the same thing. This is the best camp we ever had. But I'm going to let you know why I think this is the best camp we ever had. Because finally, everything's going well. Happy, David's happy, Junior's happy. Back then, I remember on all the camps, we had disagreements. Maybe because I'm older now. I understand. I kind of let them do what they want to do. Yeah. And then we're
when I 817, when I heard Senior say he wanted to slap him, I said, "Damn, Tim pissing everybody off, bro. Tim be pissing people off, bro." Then I Charlie, they say Karen was just using the sweet science. Talk to him part twice.
We work with each other. There were so many times that I just want to leave, man. I just want to throw the towel and just don't know nothing about boxing. But this campaign has brought so many happiness to our lives. My grandkids.
That's good to hear, man. That's a positive. That's good to hear.
All that, the family united
like
together,
David
man.
Gonna be focused.
That's why I want to say this is the best camp ever. And you can see it. These guys are doing things that I never seen, and they're super motivated. And man, it's just the happiness around it. The good vibes are very good.
Let's break it down from fight to fight. Obviously, David is the main event against Andrade. How challenging of a fight do you see this being for David against Demetrius?
It's a very tough fight. It's one of the toughest fights in our careers. We're fighting a guy that was a two-time Olympian, a two-time world champion.
That's real tough, though.
In two different divisions. Undefeated fighter, very slick fighter, very awkward fighter, very good with his legs, very good defense. That's why he's undefeated. Nobody could beat him.
Just real quick, man. It seem like dudes is catching on. Big your opponent up, man. If you spend all your time diminishing your opponent, then how do you expect to get credit for him if you was to beat that guy? So it's refreshing to hear Jose Senior giving Andrade his just due.
This date, Canelo didn't want to fight him. Nobody wanted to fight him, but in order for us to make history and go to the next level and show the people that we're the best at 168, we have to fight these people.
Talk to him,
and that's why we're taking this challenge. We didn't have to take this challenge, but I believe that this is a great chance for us to learn more and get better. At the end of the day, we want to make history. In order to make history, it doesn't matter how many losses you have or what, to be honest with you, we're not thinking about losing, but this is a tough fight. Anything can happen, but I believe in my heart that David's going to stop this guy, and I'm very confident that he's going to do a good job. We're not underestimating Boo Andrade. He's a great fighter, but we are, like I said, we are getting ready. We're working super hard. I see them very focused and determined on what they want to do, and it makes my job much easier.
Speaking of your job, you have to craft a plan to nullify an Andrade that can box and really be very evasive in there, even though he hasn't really shown it the last few fights. And some people have said like, hey, maybe this isn't the same Android anymore. Maybe he's getting older because he's willing to exchange more. Do you feel that?
Well,
yeah. What do you make?
Man, to be honest, man, we're never gonna get the credit. We're never gonna get the credit.
Yes, you will.
Once we beat this guy, people are gonna start talking. They're gonna say that he's old, that he's not the same, that David's too big, and so many things, But at the end of the day, I believe that he's a great fighter. He's a really good fighter. That's why nobody wanted to face him. And we're just gonna go do our job, man. Because at the end of the day, no matter what we do, no matter who we fight, people are still gonna talk.
How's the sparring been? Seeing photos, David, some black eyes there. Some people were like, "Hey, what's going on?"
Yeah, some people were talking that David had really bad sparring partners and all that. We brought a guy by the name of Juan Carlos. He's signed with Devella. He was an Olympian. He fought for the bronze medal. He had 400 amateur fights at 175. Go check him out, Juan Carlos from Colombia. And that guy's big, man. Olympian. That's why we brought him. And David was doing really well with them, So that gives me the confidence that he's going to do good. Then we brought Jonathan Garcia, another guy that's 10-0, heavier, and he was an Olympian also. We brought also Terence, I believe Clarence. I forgot his last name. Clarence. I forgot his name. He's a really good fighter. Actually, he was trained by the father of Ryan Garcia, and he told me that him and Ryan Garcia are very close. And that kid is super good. He fights at 175 too. And we were sparring Diego Pacheco, Daniel Blancas.
I think Pacheco is a good sparring partner
for David. A lot of good sparring. I don't know where
he could give him some work.
That he didn't have good sparring. And that's good that they keep thinking that because they think that we're not getting ready or we've been doing this for a long time, and I'm gonna try to get the best that I can for him to get ready. And we've been doing that. He's been working super hard, and he's been having really good sparring. Also, Jose Benavides Jr. too. So Diego Pacheco is fighting next week, and he had to get ready for his fight, and that's when we spar also. So all these guys, man, had nothing but good sparring.
What do you feel is the I'll rephrase it like this. Do you think stylistically this is kind of similar to the Caleb Plant fight?
No, I would not even compare the fights because Caleb Plant is more of a taller fighter, more distance fighter. He's more clean, more straight punches, and thus, to me, then I can't even match them together because the styles are super different, and I couldn't even compare them, man. But I think, like I said,
similarities.
Boo is shorter
difference, but
a little bit, I think, and very slick. He kind of fights a little bit more lower, and it's very tricky. He comes with uppercuts, hooks, pretty much shots that a normal fighter doesn't throw. So I wouldn't even compare.
How do you feel David's pressure is
unconventional approach?
You know what? I don't think that's any pressure, man. Thank God. We've been.
No, I mean pressure as in pressuring Andre.
How's gonna?
I would imagine he has pressure on him because.
Yeah. Oh yeah. To me,
Because what's on the line is the Canelo fight, obviously.
Yeah. No. We don't even think about Canelo. To be honest with you, man. We're focused on this fight. To be honest, we can't think past Boo Boo Andrade. He's a great fighter. He's a really good fighter. We're getting ready for Boo Boo. And I see a lot of videos, and I see what David's doing, and we have a plan, but at the end of the day, we have to see how Boo Boo comes, how David comes. So far so good, no injuries, everything's going well. And I hope that we can get to the fight with no injuries. I don't know how Boo Boo's gonna come. Like I said, I'm hoping that he comes 100% prepared also, so we can give the fans a good fight. But we're going to have to adjust that night and see how Boo Boo, is he going to really stay with David, or is he going to give David respect, if he's going to move, or I have no idea. But we have a plan for both plans that he has. If he moves, we already have a plan for that. If he comes forward, we already have a plan for that too. So
he said, to be honest, I don't think
David, you know, everybody knows we're not going to go there and box. You know, David's going to try to hurt this guy. So we are working a lot on a lot of defense. People already have a plan for that too. So David, you know, everybody knows we're not going to go there and box. You know, David's going to try to hurt this guy. So
I wonder where that backfire.
We are working a lot on a lot of defense. Box. People say that David has bad defense. That clown from Coachella, what's his name? The fighter.
Which fighter? From Coachella?
From Coachella, yeah, the champion, the Timothy Bradley.
Oh, Bradley.
The Bradley, that clown Bradley, you know. He says that David has terrible footwork, you know, and he's always talking shit, you know. I think he was a good fighter. I think commentating, he's just a piece of shit, man, to be honest with you.
Shots fired.
I don't even know why they hired this guy, because at the end of the day, I don't think he knows how to commentate. He was a really good fighter. It's not the same. And he's always talking shit. So we're gonna show him. You know, for us, you know, it's an honor. It's a pleasure to fight this guy, Boo Boo. You know, like I say, he's a very dangerous fighter, and that's what we want to do. You know, we want to test our skills and keep going and showing the people that David's the best at 168.
Right. Why did Tim's comments get you so fired up like
part
that?
Of the reason
he's always talking shit. This is not the first time, you know. He's always talking shit about Junior. For some reason, I don't know. Junior used to fuck him up on sparring. When Junior was 17 years old, he was already a professional, you know. I don't know why, man. This guy, and of course, you know, he wouldn't like me to talk about his son, you know. I mean, there's ways, you know, to criticize fighters, but you see the hate when he does it towards Benavidez, you know. And I've seen it a couple of times, you know. He thinks he knows a lot, you know. If he knew a lot about boxing, I think he should bet and get rich off of it. But at the end of the day, I just think that he does have a lot of hate for Team Benavidez, and that's why I don't like him, you know. And the reason I don't like him, and I'm talking shit about him, because he wouldn't like me to say anything about his son, you know. He's only 26 years old. They're learning. They're getting better. And, I mean, everybody has defects or whatever, you know. But at the end of the day, that's what we're here, you know, to get better and work on the things that we need to work on. But just the way that he talks about Tim Benavidez, man, it's just, I just had it, bro, you know. To be honest, I want to fucking have him face to face and fucking slap him in the face or something, you know, to be honest with you, you know. And don't get me wrong, like I said, I was one of his, to be honest. I want to fucking have him face to face and fucking slap him in the face or something, you know, to be honest with you, you know. And don't get me wrong, like I said, I was one of his fans, and I did follow him when he was fighting. But it just comes to a point, man, that fucking hate this fucking guy, bro, to be honest.
You say he don't like him, man. He hate this guy, man, to be honest. He say he just want to have him face to face and slap him right in his face, man. So that was from Jose Benavidez talking his talk. That was Senior talking his talk, man. He said you're slappy. Said Bradley a piece of commentator. Salute to my guy Seattle Rick in the building with the Benavidez camp, man. I see you representing with the Bulls. That's dope, man. That's dope. Salute to Seattle Rick. I see you out there in the mix, in the gyms. I see it. Putting in that wizard. He said when Baby Powder Timmy, yeah, he want to line Timmy up and put them fisticuffs, put them beaters to him, bro. He said he want to put them beaters to old Timmy Bradley. But yeah, man, that's what he had to say, and he just don't like the criticism that Bradley been giving his boys over the years, man. So he said the hell with him. He a piece of ish, man, piece of shit. He want to slap him. That'd be funny though. You better chill, man. Timmy might have one more rumble left in him, bro. Timmy might have one more rumble left in him. And speaking, they said the criticism is fair though. Yeah, that's what I think. I think people be overreacting about the criticism that they be getting from people in general. I think People need to stop being so sensitive, man. You subject yourself to this criticism when you box, and you know people gonna have their critiques, and you got to think Tim Bradley wouldn't be the only person that I heard say something about his feet, bro. That would not be the first time. I promise you, it just wouldn't be the first time somebody said something about their feet, yo. It just wouldn't. It wouldn't at all. Oh, Dad, no Tim talk crazy. I don't think Champ. I'm gonna let you slap him, Dad. Yo, the article, you gotta see the article that I was reading, how I got to this little clip right here, man. The article was saying like Tim Bradley might not want to get froggy while David Benavidez is standing next to his father. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, yeah, the articles, yo, boxing news 24 be tripping. Whoever be writing them articles be bugging out, yo. Whoever they writer is, he be tripping, yo. He be going crazy on fighters in them articles, bro. I'm telling you. You know, Tim has some vicious headbutts on deck. Absolutely, bro. Headbutt king, you know he got him. This is a Desert Storm, man. I'm telling you, Al, man. I'm telling you, he was a guy back then. He used to fight hard. Ain't no way David gonna let Tim get off on his dad. Nope. That's what the article was saying. Tim, a grown man, regardless. Tim gonna headbutt David into submission, bro. David gonna have 2 raccoons from headbutts, proper headbutts from Tim Bradley, bro. Speaking of Tim Bradley, y'all, and while we cruising through, making our way through this through these topics, man. Something else I seen Tim Bradley say too, and I want y'all opinion on this because I thought it was interesting, man. Tim Bradley seems to think that Edwin De Los Santos is a test for Tank for Shakur. He seems to believe that, you know, Top Rank putting Shakur in there with Edwin De Los Santos is some type of test to prepare for Tank Davis. And I mean, the only thing I can gauge from that is maybe, I don't know, power, maybe pressure. But when I look at those two fighters, I see nothing. I just don't feel like you go spar or you go fight Edwin De Los Santos to prepare exactly for Tank. I think Tank is kind of a one-of-one. I think it's going to be hard to mimic and find people that exactly fight like Tank Davis. So, I mean, I think it take more than power and pressure if that's what we going with to say that, you know, Tank maybe the southpaw look, but then he's physically longer. He just fights different. Yeah, he just got a different style. I just don't know. It's interesting, though. But to prepare for Tank Davis, I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, maybe it'd be a good barometer to see how he deals with another guy that's bigger, more closer to his size, somebody that he won't be all much bigger than, right? People will feel like they comparable in size and see how he deal with a guy that is actually punching that's his size, right, in his weight division. So maybe you can gauge something from that, but it's just hard to get that look that Tank gives you in the ring. I think it's just a little hard. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. It's time Tim be glazed. Sometimes Tim be tripping, man. Tim be tripping sometimes, man. He ain't finna let Senior slap him. Oh, nah, just because it's Sunday. Hell nah. Senior just wolfing right now. 817, man. Dumbhead not pull a Charlo. He do that, that'd be wild. But she said because he's southpaw. That's possible though, Aisha. Maybe certain looks and maybe possibly, but I don't know. I just thought it caught my eye. Like, damn, you think De Los Santos is a test for Tank? For Tank, you just gotta see when you hop in the ring. That's how I feel, Joe. It's one of them situations, bro, where maybe you can gauge some different things from fighters and just, you know, assume that Tank bringing that look. But I don't know, man. It's just difficult. A1 Hoop Zone, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling, Brody? There's no one that can mimic Tank. I just not Edwin De Los Santos for sure, in my opinion. Not Edwin De Los Santos. First 6 rounds. I think the first 6 rounds, Joe got the potential to be the most competitive because, you know, that's where you trying to still feel a guy out. I don't think it would take him a whole 6 rounds, but just in case if it do, I think after 6, I think that the fight starts to become more convincing. I think after 6 is where Shakur really start to separate from him. You know what I'm saying? If the fight goes the way I picture it going, I can see, you know, it being competitive first 4 to 5, even 6 rounds. But I think you know, as the fight wear on. I think after 6, that's where you're gonna see the level and you're gonna see some separation. I think he's gonna dust him. I do. Jose Senior trying to stand on business for real. Lies he wants smoke with Timmy Tonka. Tang has many different looks that he do. He's just he a 1-on-1 type of fighter, regardless of who he fought. Like his skill set and what he brings to the table is you can't say it's 2 fighters that fight like him. I just said my son got slow feet. I seen his kid run his feet slow. That's what I'm saying. It's like when you say what he critiqued him on, it didn't even seem like he was really going in on him. Like the feet, like you heard a lot of people say that about Benavidez's feet. You've seen the feet causing some issues in fights. So that's not out. That's not, I don't think that's a dig at David. I think that's reality though. Canelo's like playing, which in turn slap Charles. Which in turn will you get the point? Jose better be ready to slip by. 47, you a fool, bro. How you just connected all that? You a fool, bro. He's a fool, man. Oh man, I think Prograis is gonna drop dead once, but he's gonna find a way. Shakur gonna mash the guys at the 5. Yeah, that's real possible. I think Prograis could shake him up, could catch him with something nice, but I do expect Dave to win on points. I'm leaning towards him winning on points. That's what I think. Shakur, I do think after 5, that's what it's 5 or 6. That's where the separation starting to fight. I think it'd be competitive up until then, but I do think particularly early, Dev could give Regis a lot of problems with the length, the reach, the jab, and the movement, man. But we'll see if Regis can make adjustments early enough to avoid falling behind rounds early. I think that's the situation that Dev is going to be looking to put him in. I think he's going to be looking to box, be strong, in his own right, and I think just keep him on the outside, keep him at the end of the jab, keep him at the end of his punches. I think when the fight gets in close, or when Regis finds his way in the inside, I think he'll tie him up, clinch, make the ref reset him, and rinse and repeat. Man, I don't think he should make this fight more difficult than it has to be for him. But I think with Regis having a full camp to just focus on him and lock in and try to improve to the best of his ability, I think you'll see a real focused guy. Which will bring a good fight, and I think a good test for Dev. How much of a test remains to be seen. How clean is Dev going to be in this fight? He essentially want to swim without getting wet, and that's how he's going to want to approach this fight. But I think Regis going to want to push the pace and try to do some damage. Psycho Shakur for a while. Yeah, I don't think Tank has anything to do with this. Yeah, no. He's saying like a test for Tank, like I guess like in preparation for Tank. He feel like a fight with De Los Santos, it does that. But yeah, not in that way. But but that's what he's. But I necessarily didn't draw that connection from it, right? Because I just feel like they're 2 totally different fighters. But I feel him to a certain degree, right? It's something to think about at least. Yeah, they out here. They out here referring to my man as the email champion. They disrespectful, man. Jaron Ennis ain't no email champion. Y'all bogus putting them articles out. I was thinking Benavidez don't believe he got a weakness. Can he improve on? Yeah, he definitely know there's weakness, man. He just ain't gonna speak on it. But I definitely seen him doing some things with the feet. So I know they know the feet. His feet ain't the best. He cover a lot of ground with those feet though, but they're just not the best, not the fastest. And he got a tendency to cross his feet and different things like that, find himself out of position at times or squared up where he could be countered and hit. So we'll have to see. First 6 rounds with Dev and Regis. First 6 rounds. Again, those rounds right there, it's weird, right? Because I think with Dev being at his freshest, those rounds right there is where he could look to kind of gain a lead, so to speak. Like I think after 6, he could find himself up on points and up on the rounds because of the styles, right? And I think particularly in the second half is where Regis is probably going to look to want to up the ante and try to really force the issue. But I see the first few rounds playing out, Regis actually trying to tit for tat him a little bit. I could see that. But then I think at some point in the fight, he's going to really try to close the gap and go for it. But it's not going to be easy for him because he's going to have to really keep up with Dev, and it's not going to be easy. And we close, and it's crazy how people think it will struggle with a man that got dropped by El Rayo. Yeah, I get you part twice. I don't think he's gonna struggle at all. I don't think he's gonna struggle. I just think De Los Santos with the skill set and the power and things, he has the ability to make it a competitive fight. Definitely have competitive rounds for sure. You know what I'm saying? And he got an element of danger that he brings to the table with the punch and power, being able to box with it, right? But I do think he like to taper down in the second half of fights. This will be a 12 rounders for a title, so it's gonna be 12 full rounds and not 10. Big difference. You got 2 extra rounds. Your last time out, I paid very close attention to that fight. You dominated the fight, but you had a guy in there that let you do whatever you wanted. You still couldn't knock him out. You didn't come close to knocking him out. I don't think you even dropped him in the fight, but you pretty much won every round because dude didn't fight back. And you hit dude with everything you had. He still was right there. And he really didn't offer that much resistance. So, and you still slowed down midway through the fight and you taper down some. And I think that's just one of your Achilles heels. He slows down a little bit in the fight. So a round for both fight. Yeah, I think both going to the distance, man. I see again, if a stoppage is to happen for De Los Santos or Shakur, I think it'd be like some accumulative stuff in the later part of the fight. But more than likely, I see Shakur just outclassing him, beating him up, taking him to school. But I don't know exactly what his chin like. And I want to see how Shakur's power holds up against De Los Santos. I seen what it was against Yoshino, right? I want to see how it holds up against De Los Santos. I want to see it. So if a stoppage to come is going to come late for Shakur. As far as De Los Santos getting a stoppage, anything is possible. But I think a stoppage for him is less than likely. I think Shakur going to be too smart to switch though. I think his defense is going to prove to be superior once again, and I think he's going to prove to be a much smarter fighter. And I think he's just on a different level. And I think Dev is going to look to show the same thing, that he just going to chess match Regis. He's going to try to draw Regis into a chess match and force him to make the wrong moves. And as he continue to make the wrong moves, he'll try to, navigate through the fight and just win the rounds. That's the thing about Dev. He's a round by round fighter. He ain't no guy looking ahead because he's not no knockout guy, right? So from 3 minutes to 3 minutes to 3 minutes, you got to deal with him. He's going to be looking to outbox you and embarrass you. So that's what Regis got to be prepared for. Movement, length, jab, discipline, clinching, rinse and repeat. Very disciplined fighter, smart fighter, good footwork. He's elusive when he want to be. You know what I mean? Good jab, good body work when he goes to the body. So Regis is going to have to be prepared for a number of different things. But I think, like I said, he's going to have to take advantage when Devin does engage. That's where his opportunity is going to lie. Because if you find yourself chasing him around the ring, you could get embarrassed. He could mess around and 9-3 you, 10-2 you, or something like that. And that's the last thing you want. It's not a loss that's going to hurt. It's how you lose, whoever loses, right? You lose just looking lackluster. It's going to be hard to explain that because both guys are coming off of what you feel like wasn't their best performances, right? Both guys won, but didn't have their best performances. So they both coming to put on the show. Dev got something to prove at 140, and Regis got something to prove to the people and Dev at 140. So we're going to see. Regis wanted to stop him. Absolutely. Anything less will be uncivilized. Regis need to focus on anybody. He do, because the body don't move, but the head will. Know what I mean? And he will look to be elusive early. And I think he will look to utilize his length, and take advantage of the fact that Regis has the shorter arms. Get what I'm saying? Or the slower feet. Now, I mean, he said it in the press conference, man. Tell your man to get some feet. Like, trust me. And then when you see those workouts that Dev doing, he working on them legs. He gonna get it right. He gonna get it right, buddy. He gonna get it right. But that's what he working on. That whoop ass on the 9th. Tune in. Yeah, man. I think he gonna win a decision for sure, Jonathan. That's just what it is. I think Regis gonna push him though. I think he gonna push him. I don't think it's gonna be easy, but it should be a fun fight. It shouldn't be boring or none of that. Because of the styles, I think it's going to be interesting because, Regis, at any given point, if he catch you the right way, he can hurt you, shake you up. So it's going to be good to see. You get what I'm saying? It'll be good to see. Jose Sr. want to slap the Hall of Famer. Fate was good, my bro. He said he's tired. He keep talking shit about Jose Jr. and, David. Talking about how David's feet, he got slow feet, bad feet. And then he said he'd be talking crazy about Jr. as well. He just said as a commentator, he a piece of shit, and he said he just want to slap him sometimes. He said he really hate the guy. Like he said he just be wanting to slap him. He said he want to line him up face to face and slap him. He ain't feeling Tim. So it depends. Devin has more power because nobody respects his power, and 140 is interesting. Yeah, I think it's important not for him to so much hurt Regis, but to be able to gain his respect. Being able to hurt somebody is a plus. That's always good. That's a given. But gaining a guy's respect is very important, right? And thus far, through 30 fights, you know, I haven't seen a guy just show completely no regard for Haney's punches at all, right? I haven't seen anybody just blitz him and say, hey, man, this dude pillow fisted, he really can't punch. I'm going to just run through him. I ain't seen that. So if we to see that on the 9th, then that'd be something new. And that's going to make the fight very interesting. But, you know, technique and punch placement and timing and different things like that could keep a guy honest. You don't necessarily have to just be this puncher, bro. We've seen it before. We've seen it, you know. Not to compare him to Floyd, but you heard people say he couldn't punch either. He was pillow fisted and brittle hands and all this different stuff. And people weren't walking through him. So, you know, it's one of those situations where you don't have to be the puncher, but you have to be able to gain a guy's respect. At least you want to, because I think as long as you're in there with a guy that just completely has no respect for you, it's a risky fight because of how they approach it, right? The temperament, the guy's going to really be going for broke at all times because he don't respect what's coming back. That could make the fight very, difficult for the guy that's moving. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it'll be exactly like that. But what I'm going to be looking for is to see how Regis approached the fight, because he claims that, you know, bro, he ain't punching like that and he pillow hand, and that's what he said. So I expect him to approach this fight a certain way. I'm not saying just be reckless and get touched up, but I'm saying go for it, bro, because you said he can't punch. And respect to Regis. You know, I rock with him, but you said it. So you said pillow fist. I disproved that. I think he's pillow fist. Regis seems to think otherwise. So I expect to see him fight him a certain way because he feel like he can't punch. So we're going to see. Facts, it's going to be fun. 817 is a fun fight. He said you're a trash commentator. His power against one opponent is going to translate to another. Going to affect the fire the same way. I mean, again, power is power for real. That's never been one of Devin's strengths. This is not who he is. But, you know, discipline is his strengths. You know, utilizing his physical gifts, his length, his height, you know, his legs, his athleticism, like those different things that he used. Like he had through 30 fights, he hasn't had to rely on power in any of those fights to win. So I think it's just only reasonable for me to think that this might not have to be the case in this fight. But you want things, you want to be able to get this guy's respect. I can't stress that enough, man. You just can't find yourself in a situation where you got a guy just going for broke the whole night, and you got 12 rounds, and that's 36 minutes of that relentless pressure. And I'm not saying that's the kind of fighter Regis is, but you definitely want to put something on his mind and give him something to think about, so he ain't just trying to walk through you and get you out of there. I'm probably dude, Shakur definitely not be dazed by Santos' power. Yeah. Right. I did. I think you pointed that out, Fate. The guy that he's been sparring with, the 40-pounder, he stays sparring with them bigger dudes, man. Elwood White, what it do, homie? Said, go Jersey, man. Riding with Shakur Stevenson, Brick City. I may be there to T-Mobile with daughter and husband, etc. Man, that's what's up. They go to most fights I haven't seen. Bud Fight Live yet. So I'm looking forward to yours, man. Salute to Elwood, man. Appreciate you stopping through. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button, sub to the channel, and go enjoy, man. It's gonna be a good one. Second round, if you feather fist right, you're gonna see me 2-3 rounds. You know what I'm saying, Joe, to really see how much Dev engaged and see how much of his bag he go in. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be entertaining to watch, bro. Either way, it's gonna be fun. Whether he getting outboxed or he bringing the pressure, this is going to be a fun fight to watch because it's two different styles. And you got dudes that don't want to lose. You get what I'm saying? And they both got something to prove. So it's fun. These are the 50-50 fights you asked for. I'm always still cracking his eggs. You stupid. They got popped. I like to see him punching between his opponent's shots a bit more. Right. Being more comfortable doing so. Reed's always coming and stepping. So that don't change none, right? It don't. They'll say, welcome to the Bay for a reason. I like it, man. Salute to the Bay, man. A shot you can't see hurt. True. I don't think the reach and height is going to really matter to me. I believe that's a wash when it comes to Haney versus Prograis. I mean, I don't see how. I mean, if you picking Haney to watch Regis, I don't see why his reach and things wouldn't be a factor. You get what I'm saying? Because how exactly are you expecting him to win? Like, are you expecting him to fight at mid-range or in the inside? I'm not. I'm expecting him to be on the outside because that's what's smarter. You know what I mean? Keep the fighter to chess match. Make the fighter make the fighter have to box. And it's going to be up for the fighter to make the boxer have to fight him. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. Like, that's where his strengths lie. And for him to be the boxer, I think his length will be an issue. The fact that they say he got T-Rex arms and bad feet lets you know that those are areas where they think they can, got advantages. Obviously, with the longer arms, Dev got about a 71-inch reach or 71.5-inch reach, something like that. Regis, I think, 67, 68-inch reach, somewhere along those lines. So I definitely think not so much height, because height don't fight, but reach can teach, man. So I think the reach will be a factor. I think the feet will be a factor. I think speed can be a factor in this fight. I mean, Dev being youthful. And he the man come in shape, man. Dev look like he in pretty good shape right now. So should be a good fight for sure. Regis looks stiff. That man quick with his hands. I don't know about the feet. Yeah. He said on J Hardcore, salute to my guy J Hardcore. He said he was gonna work on them feet, man. That wins his fight. If he can find a way to avoid the big shots to fire that onslaught, he will face at some point in the fight. Yeah, man. I'm with you, 817. I think he pulls it off, too. I've been praying the boxing guys. Devin gets knocked the F out. You want him out of there. I feel you, man. I feel you. And when I said the reach advantage is a wash, like, I don't think that it matters because they're the same height. Yeah, that's why I said not so much the height. I said reach going to teach. Not so much the height, but the reach. Because you're right. They're not too much difference in height. So you're right. But the reach for sure. The reach, I think, is an area where he going to look to take advantage. Oh, man. We got another stranger danger in here. I'm going to say this, man. When you come in a boxing chat, and you saying something about mods and black on black crime, that's already weird energy, bro. There's no crimes being committed in the chat. But when you come in with ignorance, it should be a crime in boxing chats to just come in with pure ignorance and nothing to add to the chat. So again, that's why y'all get blocked. Y'all get blocked because you come in here weird with probably like the mentality of a 13-year-old trolling. And yeah, my mods is real, so they're gonna block you. Man, for sure. But let's get back to it. And he got Loma's reach. Right. It's crazy, man. It's crazy if I realize low key reach. Dude, he got a short reach, bro. He got that short reach. That's why they say T-Rex arms, but he's found a way to navigate fights through that, right? Like some things you just gotta deal with, right? Regis has found a way to be a 2-time champion with the short reach, right? So Devin Haney's just gonna look to exploit that. He got the better feet, faster feet, longer arms. I think he's going to utilize the jab, stay on the outside, pick his shots from the outside, and try to box him, right? I don't think that's a bad game plan. I think it's a smart game plan, right? I think if the fight is mid-range, then it's more risky in terms of back and forth action. I think at long range, I think that's where Devin had the most success. I think in close, that could be risky as well. You know what I mean? I think Regis, is the more of the mauler in the inside, right? So he will be looking to close the gap and get in the chest of Devin and really make it a fight. Like, rough him up. If Devin is clean, you're losing. If it's a boring fight, as people call it, then more than likely Regis is going to be losing. So you get what I'm saying? So that's another thing. Dev, boxing his fight. And again, he just don't care. He's a smart guy, so he don't give a damn about booze and stuff like that. And he home, he in the bay, so his people gonna be behind him. I think he'll be good, man. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun fight to watch, bro. And one more thing too, Devin B. Loma, no way you beat Loma with 1-2. Nah, he didn't. And you know what? That that body attack was a new element to his game, 817. I think that caught Loma off guard. And Loma never really truly made adjustment till later on to the body work. It took him a little while, but he gave up some rounds for sure because he was getting beat up to the body. Right? It's not easy to be perfect for all these rounds. It's not, bro. And that's why I say when fighters call people like when fans are, guys call people like Boots, hype. it blows my mind because it's like, what are you basing it off if you never really seen this guy lose rounds? I don't think people really seriously take into account how hard it is to not lose rounds in boxing. Bro, that's not easy. So you're going to keep, it don't matter if you're not fighting elite. Somebody can win a round. It's very hard. You just don't see guys like Boots lose a lot of rounds. So I just don't see how people call him hype, man. I think he the goods for real. Yeah, Dev going to be ready. Dev should invest into the body. He should. But my guess is Fate. He will have to be selective with the body work, right? Because I think it's a risk that's involved with trying to go to the body. I think you can leave yourself open if you're not smart and careful. And I expect him to be smart and careful, like in a good way. Take calculated risks in the fight, right? You know what I mean? You want to have a consistent enough offensive output where you giving this guy something to think about, where you never let him settle in on closing the gap, closing the distance, getting in your chest and roughing you up. You want to keep this fight, in my opinion, as a chess match as long as you can, because I think a chess match favors Devin. I think a fight / brawl, I think that favors obviously Regis Prograis, the in shape trained street fighter, right? So that's what's going to be interesting. How long can Devin force Regis to box with him, and how often can Regis force Devin to fight with him? And I think that's the tell of the two different fights. That's how it's going to play out. Dev, to be successful, he's gonna look to really outpoint this guy. I'm not expecting him to try to go out there and knock him out, because that's not his style. He's not going to look for that. He's going to look to embarrass you and put on a show. And like I said, Dev is a round-by-round fighter. How Shakur is a round-by-round fighter, because they're not knockout artists. They're looking to dominate round by round. And they're very good at controlling, the action within those 3 minutes and beating you. And and I swear I'm not going to stop. And been pointing out that open stance for a minute. I'm going to be looking, man. I'm going to be looking for that body work you did with Loma was fight specific. It was. And I think they did some homework. If you stay where you're comfortable at, for sure. 817. I think they did some good homework on Loma. Understanding that if you notice, Loma got like a bit of a high type of guard. He leave that body, his body be open. And Dev understood that, and he attacked it, and it worked. You know what I'm saying? It was good homework. Good homework they did. Focus on his reaches everywhere, but under his feet and stack rounds. I'm telling you, hit him everywhere. Go to the body, he's going to get hit. Devin tries to prove he's not pillow fisted. He will need to turn his punches over because he likes to slap his punches. Yeah, right. For sure. Lead hand control. I'm with you, Ant. I'm with you. His Regis and Hag so much that we're going to beat like Sugar did. They've been fighting these southpaws for a reason. Right. Trying to prepare. Probably building up to this point too. It's a good fight, man. It's a good fight. It's definitely a good fight. That's why I say these dudes are smart, man. They did their homework. You better believe these dudes did their homework. They did their homework for sure. I think Buster Douglas was a one-hit wonder. Kinda Fate. And he got his one-hit wonder off my favorite heavyweight, Mike Tyson. Bogus as hell. Buster Douglas, you bogus too. Nah, he did what he had to do, though. He did what he had to do. Devin is far from Sugar Ray. Right. Tank on the horizon. I hope, bro. I hope Tank Davis could be on the horizon for him, bro. I really do. He said, man, great minds. Some Tank prep. Nah, Ant be on it, 817. Ant be on it, bro. Ant be on it. It's Hi Georgie. What's good with it, fam? Appreciate you pulling up. Smash that like button, sub to the channel. Ant, you be on point, but that's possible, bro. I will hope so. Man. But I just want to see what's next for Tank too, though. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Because I know whatever it is, people are not going to consider what's available. They're just going to go into complaining about whatever it is he do. So I hope his next move be his best move. You know what I'm saying? All them, we're going to do like Sugar did Hagler. Oh, no, yeah. I got you, Jonathan. For sure. I got you. You going to say you're going to do him like Sugar did Hagler? Telling you, speed will be a factor, I believe, in this fight. I think speed will be a factor. You know what I mean? I think Devin got the bit of speed, but don't be surprised though. Regis does have some hand speed. He got deceptive hand speed with them shorter arms, bro. He's not a slow guy. I don't think he's slow. me personally, I mean, Devin might think he's slow. Dev might prove that he's slow, but I don't see Regis as a slow fighter. Not hand wise, his feet not the fastest, but he can move his feet a bit too, though. You know what I mean? I guess that ain't one of his obvious strengths. You know what I mean? But he don't have terrible feet. He know how to move in the ring. And prepare for Tank, you just got to get in there. I agree with that. D-Bank's brother fought today. He won by KO. They don't really believe Harlem. You talking about Harlem, Eubank, right, Fate? You touch on Boots being elevated. Yeah, Georgie. Ultimately, I think it's good for boxing, bro. Just to touch on it real quick, I think Boots being elevated to full champion is good for boxing. Not so much Terence Crawford being stripped. I'm not a fan of guys getting anything taken from them, especially in the sport of boxing when they got to earn it through blood. But I do think Boots being elevated is better for boxing because it allows the sport to continue to move, right? And allows the division to be able to not be held up and held back, you know what I mean, by a guy that's pretty much letting y'all know that he's not fighting at that division anymore. You get what I'm saying? So I think it's a bit of a knee-jerk reaction when people first hear it. They stripped him out. They doing him dirty. He just won the belt. I get it. But if you just slow down and you think about it, and you understand that he told him, you know, the sanction about it, the IBF, he's not fighting Boots. And that's the guys that stripped him, and he wouldn't be able to fulfill the mandatory obligation anyway. Even if he could, he said he wasn't fighting him. So they figure if we take the belt, then it allows the division to continue to move. And maybe if Boots being the champion, now he can get a real fight with somebody. Now somebody should say yeah to him. Because saying no to Boots with a title attached to him is wild. I don't even want to hear it. I ain't trying to hear y'all money or none of that. I want to see the fights. Salute to George. Appreciate you pulling up. They better keep the same energy for just like they did with Devin praising them, right? They better, but respect on Boots. Yeah, they got to put some respect on Boots. They got to, man. They got to. That's why I just want to see him get the opportunity so people could shut up. Like, I just want to see it so people could shut up. I know what he's going to do in there. I feel like I know. But I understand people still want to see it. But, man, people got to shut up on what the Boots is hype thing, man. Dude is a hell of a fighter, man. Hell of a talent. And put Boots in there with Stan Jonas for his title defense. For real, Fate, line it up. I know Stan Jonas said he'd fight him, right? Like Pitbull has the same performance. Does he continue to take tune-ups? No. Pitbull just a tough guy. Some guys just are not to be knocked out. You get what I'm saying? And there wouldn't be no knock on Tank, his power, his skill, none of that. Some guys just got the chin and the ability to not be knocked out, right? Get knocked out. But I do think Tank, before he hurting his hand, was turning it up on him. I do believe he could have hurt him and got him out of there if he needed to. I do think Tank just punched heavy enough to get anybody that he in there with out of there. But I'll say this, man. I don't care for no Pitbull rematch, but if you just look at what's available, it's not going to be the fighters that you will want to see him in there with anyway. So who knows, man? Some people thought it was going to be Frank Martin was going to get a shot at Tank. Gary Russell, do a few different names, but I just don't know. Pitbull Cruz, obviously. I forgot it was another name I can't remember right now that they threw out there, but you just gotta wait and see. For the coach, stop pause to prepare for Tank. True, he did. IBF, he wasn't fighting him. Him and his team said they sent the letter. Yeah, Joe, that's why I was saying, see, I hope people be listening. I don't just be talking. I was saying this from the minute I got up here. They received the letter. This is not a surprise. Salute to D Free. He said it earlier. His team and them are not surprised by this. They've been knew what it was. It's new to us. It's not new to them. They've been notified. That's why, as Aisha said, she said Bud Crawford on Twitter joking around like he really don't care. They knew what it was. He told them straight up he's not fighting him. So they're like, yo, let us get that belt since you ain't going to defend it anyway. That's why it's no wrongdoing here. It's no wrongdoing. They didn't do him dirty. They can't change nothing. Bud Crawford still doing his thing. They can't change nothing. So it is what it is. I just think it allows movement in a division that's been somewhat held up for how many years? So it's good for boxing, bro. It's good for boxing. Two hands. It should be. Some would expect it would be a knockout for sure, man. For sure. Be somebody worthy for a belt. You can say F that belt don't make them now. See what I'm saying? 817. That's why it makes sense to fight people that's of note. Tito versus Nakatila. There tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. I thought is it the 11th? Might be tomorrow, bro. I'm gonna double check for you though, Brody. WBO belt made him before he beat my boy. Man. Freestyle Media Sports, what it do, homie? How you feeling? BN Boxing News, what it do, my guy? How you feeling, bro? Good to see you in the building. Hope you ain't working too hard. I know you stay working. But yeah, man, that's just what it is. So, would I want to see Crawford boots? Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? But what's the likelihood of it? And again, I'm good at listening to guys. If he told you he in it for money, and that we know that's not going to be the biggest money fight, but it will be a big fight to us and a good one and one of the biggest risks he could take. Probably the other biggest risk to take at 47, obviously, but I don't think we'll see it. So it's all good. I think Tito get the KO. I don't know. I know he could. He just got to put it together and don't rush to work. Like, because he's still early in his career. He got to put it, he got to kind of, well, I can't even use more time, even though he made quick work out of him, he didn't rush to work. He just didn't play with the food, right? So he got to just be patient with his approach and work his way into the fight because he's still young. He got power. He aggressive. He can box. He's still learning in there. He can get the knockout, but he's going to have to be smart. Let them belts go so the welterweight division can be exciting again. That's all because they've been held up with one fight with two guys supposed to be fighting for the longest. So respect to both of them guys. I'm glad they gave it to us. Salute to the rematch. I'm going to be all in for it. And just let the belts resume, man. Let's let at least one of the belts fly and hopefully Boots get a fight, man. You know, my boy gave you an opportunity to actually beat somebody, man. True indeed. Might not never see Crawford and Boots. I don't think so. Might not ever see Tank and Shakur. I mean, it's possible. I just like the way Shakur think. You know, I like the fact that he considers the fight that he wants to fight, right? If it was up to him, he would get the fight. He would. You get what I'm saying? Like he would be willing, is what I'm saying. So I like the fact that he's willing to fight Tank if the opportunity presents itself. So hopefully we do get to see that fight. The Boots and Crawford, I'm not so hung up about that because of the Boots and Crawford are not really in that same class, right? Crawford is one before him, so it's like, all right, if he skipped by, all right, but Boots, it's still other great fights for Boots to make, man. I just want to see that man get his opportunities, that's all. Nah, he ain't fighting him, and he told him he not, so I ain't even going to expect him to. He kept it real. At least he ain't played with it. He ain't played with him like, well, yeah, I'll fight. He said straight up, nah, I'm not fighting him. Straight up. It ain't enough money in it. I ain't fighting him. All right, ain't either. And that's my now. Nope, he ain't either. Hell nah, 817. Hell nah, they ain't fighting him either. Little Shakur, good little fight. Little Shakur gonna turn up November 16th, though. You dig? And one more thing before we got up out of here, y'all. Something else I seen from Antonio Tarver. He seems to feel like the winner out of Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson becomes an instant legend. And that's high praise, man. I know it's from Tarver, so I know when people hear Tarver say, you're like, man, the hell with Tarver. But I'll say this: the winner out of that fight definitely, undeniably, will be absolutely looked at as one of the best fighters in boxing. And I think they will go on to do amazing things if that fight is to come to fruition, especially sooner than later. I think that fight instantly makes one of those guys the best fighter in boxing. I think when it pertains to any of the top guys within that 135 to 140 range, any of those top guys beat any of each other, I think that instantly makes one of them undeniably one of the best fighters in boxing, without a doubt, right? Instant legend, I don't know, because that's one fight, right? So that's high praise, but I can't go that far with it. But I could say you'll have some bragging rights for sure. You'll be respected amongst this boxing world. Like any of those guys that just so happen to get in the ring and beat the other, they're gonna be the man, respectfully. But a legend, I think, the legends, you gotta fight more than one guy. No matter how good that one guy is, you still need more than one. And I ain't saying dudes only got one, but you're gonna need more than just one. So that's just me. He came up with something amazing. I don't care. Tank to a title. You need to fight a top 5 guy. Yeah, they do. He just need to fight the guys that's out there for real. Like, and fight the best available guy. That's what I'll say. Because I think, listen, Tank Davis, no matter what fight you put him in, the worst odds he going to be in is 50-50 to me, respectfully, unless he hurt. You know what I mean? Other than that, and that's at the worst, 50-50 odds. So man, I want to see him in there with anybody. That's credible. Tank beats Devin and Shakur will definitely hate him. Man, if that's happened, if any of those guys beat the other two guys, they definitely hands down the man. Hands down. Any of the guys beat the other two. In any way, shape, or form, in a perfect world, if that was to happen, man, perfect world, they all fight each other. It'd be great. Perfect world, they all fight each other. It'd be great. But you never know what'll happen as guys get older, right? So, maybe we have to wait and see for some of this stuff. But just wait and see, man. But, man, salute to everybody in the building, man. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button for your bro. And y'all make sure y'all sub to the channel and y'all stay tapped in. We're going to keep building on this good boxing, man. So just to wrap up real quick, man, again, the news is Crawford being stripped. I don't think it's a bad thing. Like we coming to see, he don't really care for obvious reasons because he has no intent, again, of fighting at 47. And I think that alone lets the move not be as bad as what people might make it out to be. Andrew Gray, my guy, what's good? Jose Diaz, you already know. Aisha, peace and blessings. Miss Joette, peace to the queen. Seen and unseen boxing, my bro. When the smoke clear, I see Dave coming out. Ain't nothing wrong with that, hey, Joe. No, I mean, he hell of a fighter, bro. It's no fight that Devin is gonna be in that he's not gonna have a chance to win, bro. It's not a fight. I'm not one of the weird guys. I always say that. I give a man his credit, man. He's gonna always be able to get somebody a good fight because he's a damn good fighter. You know what I mean? He's of the elite. It's just what it is. I have no problem saying that. And I think he's going to win his next fight. You know what I mean? I love Regis. I think it's going to be a competitive fight. I think Devin will come out on top. I think Shakur going to take Devin Santos to school after about 5-6 rounds. I think he's going to win convincingly. And I think people going to move the goalposts and find something else to complain about. But I'm going to keep bigging up boxing and giving everybody they just do, like we just did on this Good Friday. So, man, that's all I got on this one, man. And, oh, yeah, and Boots is no email champ, y'all. So they can push that narrative all they want. Devin Haney wasn't an email champ. Just Do never called him one, and I never will. And Boots Ennis ain't no email champ. He will be a certified champion once he can actually get somebody in the ring and defends that belt, and I'll be happy for him, you know what I mean? And salute to my guy with the conclusion, man. Much love, Fate. Conclusion, Boots deserved the title shot. He would prove why he got it. Jose Sr. always talks shh. But he don't do shit. Shakur gonna smoke Santos, you know it. And Boots is special, Jose. You know it. Devin and Regis is 50-50 in my opinion. It is 50-50 fight. That's why his last two fights been 50-50 fights. That's why he get a lot of respect from me. Loma was 50-50, great fight. And I think Regis is the same, but a different level of danger that Loma didn't possess. Loma could outbox you. Everybody knew it was no way in hell that Loma was gonna knock out Dead, but Regis does have that power to do so. Less of the boxing that Loma had, right? It's more about the power and possibly being able to knock him out. So it's just a different level of credit to him, man. So salute to them Kings, man. That's going to be a great fight. Can't call Devin Haney no email champion. He defended that belt. He would have fought whoever had it at the time. So you just got to respect the hunger. And that's how he moving. That's how I'm going to respect him. And it's the same way for Boots. All he is have been about the smoke. He never turned down a fighter. And until I see otherwise, I got to respect him. 55-45 Dev, right? I got it for Dev. Gertz, you already know, my bro. Appreciate you, Mike. Aunt McQueen, my guy, Fate. Much love for the conclusion. Again, seeing the unseen. Salute. Peace to the kings and queens, man. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Good Friday, man. We'll be back tomorrow to build on some more boxing, y'all. So with that, you can get up out of here, y'all. Peace to the fam.